Yes, good morning, guys. So, how are you? How are you all doing? How's the preparation going? Okay, yeah. So, I guess some of you have attended yesterday's session also. Others also, please try to watch the video, at least it's there on the YouTube, because I have covered all the wetlands and also the basics of wetlands. Okay, so as the title says, we have covered the basics of wetlands and also the important wetlands. Almost 50 wetlands are covered. Almost 50 wetlands, which are very much important in the sense those are covered. Okay, so and very importantly, this time you can expect a question. Okay, where you can see there are several states like Sikkim, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Okay, these states have got their first Ramsar sites. Okay, so those questions can be there. Okay, the last time the wetland related question was asked in 2022. So there's high chance, 4 years. Okay, there's high chance, and literally, to be very honest, there are 4 phases if you see in wetland sites. Okay, matlab Ramsar sites in India. In none of the first 3 phases इतना ज़्यादा additions नहीं हुआ है. ठीक है, 2021 से अभी तक the number of additions have crossed more than 20. Okay, January 30th also there were 2 additions. Is that clear? January 30th also there were 2 additions. So like now presently we have 98 of them. Okay, we have 98 of them. So there is high chances wetlands will be asked. Okay, if I am not wrong, they will be asking you about the first wetlands of the states. I mean first Ramsar sites of the states. Okay, so Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Sikkim, these 3. Okay, these 3 are important. Please look into it. Okay, if not, then they might ask you, they may not ask you about the locations, they will ask you about the functions. Okay, functions तो वैसा ही ecosystem services, carbon sequestration. Okay, वो ecosystem services में जो होता है सब कुछ मिलेगा उसमें. ठीक है, provisioning services. Okay, and like you know, basically the cultural and several 4 services are there, no? So 4 services will be available over there. ठीक है, yeah. So now in today's session, the idea is to actually sort of cover, like, just give me a second. Yeah, okay. Today's session, the idea is to actually cover the important national parks, okay, and biosphere reserves, okay, and also like additionally I will be taking up little more time and will be covering the tiger reserves and the elephant reserves. Okay, so these are important. Is that clear? These are quite important, so we'll be covering these things. Okay, so now like see, you take elephant reserves, you take tiger reserves, or you take the national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, or biosphere reserves. Okay, all of them are considered to be in situ protections, in situ conservation method. Okay, in situ का मतलब ये होता है that in their own habitat, in their own native habitat, the species are conserved. Is that clear? Species are protected. मतलब देखो native habitat में conservation क्यों देना है? What is the need of giving conservation in its own habitat? Exactly. उधर threats जो होता है ना वो human interventions की वजह से ही होता है. Okay. Yesterday also I have told you. Okay. But otherwise let me tell you again. Here the most important threats that you see will be land degradation. Okay. Matlab, or like basically let us say like this, habitat destruction and habitat fragmentation. Is that clear? Habitat destruction, habitat fragmentation, poaching, smuggling. Okay, ये जो चीज होता है ना यही important है. Or invasive alien species. ठीक है? So these are the major ones. Overexploitation. ठीक है? Overexploitation, invasive alien species, habitat fragmentation, habitat destruction, poaching. ठीक है? ये 4 very important threats होता है. Okay, so that's why we need to provide them conservation like in their own habitat. Okay, अभी देखो simple example, tigers. Okay, tiger poaching होता है, बिल्कुल होता है, right? Claws, skin, इसकी वजह से करता है. Tigers poaching, sorry, elephants को poach करता है, ivory. Rhinos को poach करता है, yes, horns. Correct? So मतलब उनका body parts के लिए poaching चलता है. Is that clear? That's why we need to provide higher level of protection at the native habitats also. Is that clear? So now, like when you look at this here, in India, first thing you have to know is, dekho, national parks. Okay, national parks is protected or is actually getting the powers from, okay, see, national parks, wait. Okay, first one, national parks. If you actually look at the national parks, okay, so which legislation backs it? That is first one you have to know. Okay, okay. Okay. Which legislation actually backs it? Okay, so the first one is WPA, Wildlife Protection Act, 1972. Okay, so who is the authority who actually sort of, okay, chalo, usko bhi likh dete. So authority over these parks, okay, both center and state, दोनों की होता है, ठीक है? So that is the thing. And similarly, if you look at wildlife sanctuaries, okay, wildlife sanctuaries also come under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and same center and state, okay. And next you have the biosphere reserves. Biosphere reserves on the global scale, if you see, you have UNESCO's Man and Biosphere Program. Okay, UNESCO's Man and Biosphere Program. Okay, at the national level, it is basically the same Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Okay, that is at the national level. Okay, so who handles it? Center, ठीक है, center handles it. समझ में आया? Next, there is biodiversity heritage sites. Biodiversity heritage sites. So these come under the Biodiversity Act. (2002). ठीक है, so Biodiversity Act 2002. This biodiversity heritage sites will be handled by state governments. Is that clear? Then next you have yeah, tiger reserves. Okay, tiger reserves actually Project Tiger के अंडर आएगा, है ना? So this is like tiger reserves or elephant reserves, okay, will be handled by NTCA. Is that clear? Tiger reserves will be handled by NTCA. So basically, okay, wait. Project Tiger, ठीक है? Handling body will be NTCA, but comes under PMO. But because देखो ऐसा लिखते हैं better, PMO. Okay, is this clear? Everyone, okay. So this is the thing. And elephant reserves. Elephant reserves is Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. सेंटर ही होता है, मतलब सेंटर लिखेगा तो MOEF ही होता है, ठीक है? या Is this clear? And yeah, I guess these are sufficient. Okay, so we'll start with the core program now. I mean core of the concepts. Okay, so here, like, see, the first one is biosphere reserves. Okay, देखो पहला concept जब भी I mean okay, anyways, when we look at this biosphere reserves, what you can understand is this biosphere reserves are actually sort of, when you look at the biosphere reserves, okay, wait. एक कॉन्सेप्ट होता है बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व वर्सेस नेशनल पार्क, ठीक है. बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व अलोज बोथ मैन एंड नेचर टू सर्वाइव टुगेदर, ओके, बट नेशनल पार्क्स में ऐसा नहीं होता है. मैन आर नॉट अलाउड, मतलब ह्यूमंस आर नॉट अलाउड, ठीक है. So gender neutral, okay, yeah. So basically here, when we look at the biosphere reserve, these are certain designated areas where you can see the biodiversity conservation will happen one side. On the other side, you will see sustainable development. I mean, sustainable development क्यों चाहिए? Because over exploitation नहीं करना है, correct? And also you will see scientific approach to actually sort of conserve will be applied. Okay, and here, like if you look at the biodiversity, biosphere reserves, okay, biosphere reserves को Wildlife Protection Act 1972, I showed you just now, okay. So WPA 1972 will back the legal aspects, okay. And moreover, you can also see, देखो ऐसा होता है, like local communities are involved in conservation, okay. That's why I said man and the बायोस्फीयर प्रोग्राम बोलते हैं उसको, राइट. मैन एंड नेचर विल सर्वाइव टुगेदर देयर, ओके. सो वेरी सिंपली हियर व्हाट हैपेंस इज व्हेन वी लुक एट दिस पर्टिकुलर लाइक बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व्स, देयर आर 3 जोन्स, ठीक है. बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व्स में 3 जोन्स होता है, ओके. ये तो हो गया कोर जोन, ठीक है. दिस इज द कोर जोन एंड दिस इज द बफर जोन and this is the transition zone, ठीक है. Core zone, buffer zone and transition zone. So now when you look at this here, the core zone, actually in the core zone what happens is there is no human interference, okay, no human interference allowed in the core zone, okay. So what you can see is basically कुछ research and monitoring का चीज चलेगा, and that research and monitoring how it happens is very simply through the like technology. मतलब लाइक बहुत ज्यादा ह्यूमन इंटरफेरेंस नहीं होगा कोर जोन में. लाइक देयर विल बी कैमरास, देयर विल बी कैमरा ट्रैपिंग्स एंड देयर विल बी सम लाइक सेंसर्स एंड RFIDs एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, ओके. सो दैट विल एक्चुअली सॉर्ट ऑफ हेल्प इन रिसर्च एंड मॉनिटरिंग. बस इससे ज्यादा नो ह्यूमन इंटरफेरेंस देयर, ओके. सो इट इज द स्ट्रिक्ट जोन, स्ट्रिक्टली एक्चुअली प्रोटेक्टेड फॉर बायोडाइवर्सिटी, ओके. इसको हम ऐसा बोल सकते हैं, इट इज स्ट्रिक्टली प्रोटेक्टेड फॉर, या is this clear? Strictly protected for biodiversity. And now the buffer zone actually surrounds the core, ठीक है. It surrounds the core and it allows human activities but very much regulated, okay. Regulated का meaning क्या होता है? जो भी activities conservation objectives के साथ जुड़ा होता है, okay, which can actually go hand in hand with the conservation objectives, उसको allow कर सकते हैं. Is that clear? Like for example, ecotourism, ठीक है. So that will actually build awareness amongst the public or can overcome man-animal conflicts. ये सब कुछ होता है ना. So ecotourism ने तो like for example कुछ research related activities, education related activities, biodiversity conservation के लिए कुछ research करने के लिए, okay, these things are allowed, okay. So here very clearly this is only with those human activities are that is regulated will be allowed, okay. So human activities are regulated, ठीक है. Is this clear? So then you have the transition zone. This is the outermost zone, ठीक है. So now what you can see is here anything that is sustainable with the nature, okay, anything that can harmoniously coexist with the nature, उसको हम allow कर सकते हैं. For example, organic farming, okay, versus synthetic farming, which is coexistence with the nature. Which is coexistence, organic farming versus synthetic farming. Of course, organic farming is very much coexistent, na? So organic farming can be allowed. ओके ऐसा लाइक ट्रांजिशन जोन में कुछ एक्टिविटीज विच इज वेरी मच सिंक्रोनाइज्ड विथ द लाइक यू नो नेचर विच कैन हार्मोनियसली सर्वाइव विद द नेचर, उसको अलाउ कर सकते हैं. ओके सो लाइक हियर इट इज promoting नेचर फ्रेंडली एक्टिविटीज. ठीक है, समझ में आया इतना? ओके यस. सो here what you can see is basically when we look at this particular what is called as the biosphere reserves. Biosphere reserves looks at natural sciences also and also social sciences also. ठीक है, sorry. So natural sciences also and social sciences also. So basically anytime you look at this biosphere reserves, in one hand they are actually maintaining the biodiversity, okay, on the other hand they are conserving the cultural diversity, because imagine the tribes, they are the cultural diversity, am I right? So they are conserving the tribes also, they are conserving the nature also. समझ में आए? Okay, so that is something that you can see. So UNESCO came up with this objective and they developed a program called UNESCO's Man and Biosphere program. Okay, so under that Man and Biosphere program, there is like you know a list. It provides a global platform where they can actually like you know list down some of the important biosphere reserves and work hard over those regions to actually sort of like encourage the conservation. Okay, उस list को like called, that list is understood as World Network of Biosphere Reserves. Is that clear? World Network of Biosphere Reserves. देखो, one current affairs fact I will tell you. Core region में human interference not allowed ना, correct? But recently in 2018, okay, in Karnataka, okay, there is one particular Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Okay, so Nilgiri Biosphere में एक बिलगिरी रंगनाथ टेम्पल टाइगर रिजर्व है. Okay, उस टाइगर रिजर्व में सुप्रीम कोर्ट has allowed that Soliga tribes, the tribe name is Soliga tribes, okay, allowed the Soliga tribes to stay in the core region. Is that clear? So Soliga tribes को allow कर चुका है. ठीक है, so now मतलब there the forest rights are officially recognized about for the Soliga tribes and they are allowed to stay in the core zone, because generally क्या होता है like you know when you look at these tribes, they had been in harmonious living with the nature for so long, so उनसे कुछ problem नहीं होगा, उसकी वजह से that is the reason I have given. Okay, yeah, so that is the thing. Now okay, further when you look at the UNESCO's Man and Biosphere program, this was actually initiated in 1971. Okay, this was initiated in 1971 and presently under this World Network of Biosphere Reserves, India has how many biosphere reserves? No, 13. India has 13. Okay, matlab under the UNESCO's MAB program, India has 13. Okay, in 2025, one of the latest one was added. That's called the cold desert of Lahaul Spiti region. Okay, Himachal. Okay, so like we have totally 13 Indian UNESCO MAB program, like you know, a network of biosphere reserves. Okay, so let's look at them chronologically. Okay, then we will look at India's total biosphere, like you know, reserves. India's total biosphere reserves, according to central government's recognition, is 18. Okay, so according to UNESCO's recognition, 13. Is that clear? So like first one, let me tell you, see, I'll show you the places and then we'll उसमें how do we connect? Hold on. Okay, hold on. ये लैपटॉप कैसे कनेक्ट हुआ? वीडियो टीम को बुलाइए एक बार. Okay, एक काम करते हैं. Before I show you this part on the board, we'll note it down. Okay, you can write down. So first one is Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. अच्छा आ गया उन्होंने. Okay. सर ये बोर्ड पे okay. Okay, look at this. Now what you can see here, this is actually the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Okay. See, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve comes all over here. Matlab, it is this part is Karnataka, this part is Tamil Nadu, and this part is Kerala. Okay. So this is completely the Biosphere Reserve, which is a Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Okay. Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is the first Biosphere Reserve in India that was actually recognized by MAB program. Is that clear? Okay. So we are now listing down the MAB reserves. Okay, Man and Biosphere Reserves. Okay. So the first one is Nilgiris, and it is located in 3 states: Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Okay. It is actually spread across 3 states. Okay. It was included in the year 2000. Okay. It was included in the year 2000. Okay. Yeah. Next, I'll show you one more. That is Gulf of Mannar. That is in Tamil Nadu. See, this point is called Gulf of Mannar. Okay. So it is actually, one second, wait. Matlab, it is wide extent. Okay. So this is actually the region where you have the Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve and the National Park. Okay. Oh, wait. So this is actually near Rameshwaram. Is that clear? Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi. Okay. That is Tamil Nadu. Okay. This region, you can see this is Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve and National Park. Okay. So here what you can see is this was added in 2001. It belongs to Tamil Nadu. Okay. 2001 in Tamil Nadu. See, now you can recognize it. Okay. Yeah. It's part of Tamil Nadu. Okay. Samajh mein aaya? Then the third one, of course, you know very well, Sundarbans. Which state? Yeah. Yes. So it is actually the West Bengal state. Okay, this is Sundarbans Biosphere Reserve, you can see here. So generally, see, remember, when we say Biosphere Reserve, इसके अंदर बहुत सारा like national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, range forest, NATO conservation reserve, anything can be there. Okay, multiple protected sites can be there within the Biosphere Reserve. Okay, for example, if I have to look at this. Here you can see there is the tiger camp. Okay, there is wildlife sanctuary, that Sajjane Khali, and Sundarban National Park is there. Okay, so like this, so many other. When we go to Nilgiris में आपको Mudumalai Tiger Reserve है. Okay, Bandipur Tiger Reserve is there. Nagarhole Tiger Reserve is there. Okay, Nagarhole National Park is there. And Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary is there. Okay, Kaveri Wildlife Sanctuary is there. Silent Valley National Park is there. So many of them. And range forest bhi hai. Like Shola range forest hai. Okay, and also this Kollegala range forest division is there. Erode forest division is there. So there are so many of them. Okay, so under one biosphere reserve, you can have multiple of protected sites. Is this clear? Okay, that is one more thing. So Sundarbans was added in 2001. Okay, then you have Nanda Devi. Where is Nanda Devi? Uttarakhand. I'm actually showing you this Nanda Devi region where there is a national park, but this is the same region where you have actually, this is the same region where you have actually the, what is called as, okay, it doesn't work here, okay, fine. So, what is actually called as the Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve is in this region only, okay. So, yeah, in this region you have the Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve, okay, इस region पे है, ठीक है, got it. This was added in 2004, Uttarakhand. The next one, Nokrek Biosphere Reserve, okay. Chalo, I'll show you Nokrek National Park so that Biosphere Reserve उसी region में है. So this is in Meghalaya, okay. So here it is, देखो. This is the region where you actually have the Nokrek Biosphere Reserve. So this is the region where you have Nokrek Biosphere Reserve. Okay. In much details about each of the Biosphere Reserve, I'll tell you eventually. Okay. Yeah. So this was added in 2009. 2009. Okay. Yeah. Next, there is Pachmari. Okay. Where is Pachmari? It's in MP. Okay. So Pachmari, that is in MP. Okay. You can write down that. So this is the region where you have this Pachmari National Park and Biosphere Reserves basically. Okay, so it is here. This, okay, it's actually showing the place, but any which ways, this is around that region any which ways. So इसी region पे है, ठीक है? So that is there, and that is Madhya Pradesh में 2009, ठीक है? Next you have Simlipal. Where is Simlipal? Odisha. It is in Odisha, ठीक है? So Simlipal is here. This is in Odisha. Okay. So this is the Simlipal National Park that you can see here. Okay. So इस region में है Odisha में. ठीक है. So this is Simlipal Biosphere Reserve where you see this. ठीक है. ये पूरा है. ये इस region पूरा. ठीक है. This is Simlipal Biosphere Reserve. ठीक है. Yeah. This was added in 2009 again. You know Amarkantak Hills? Amarkantak, where is it? MP. Okay, which are the rivers that originate from Amarkantak? Only Narmada, Son, and Narmada, Son and Mahanadi. Okay, Mahanadi का भी थोड़ा सा origination उसी point से होता है. This is Amarkantak. Okay, so this is, how do you pronounce it? Achanak, I mean how? Achanakmar Amarkantak. Okay, so this is the thing. So this is the, I mean this is another biosphere reserve where you can see this was added in 2012. Okay, and you have Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. Next one that was added in 2013. Okay. So, I mean, I'm showing you Great Nicobar region, but इसी region में Biosphere Reserve, wait. Okay, so any which ways it is the Nicobar Islands. Okay, so along the Great Nicobar, मतलब Great Nicobar की बास Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve है. And this is actually the 2013 edition. Okay. Then you have Agastya Malai. You know Agastya Malai? Part of which hills? But which one? Cardamom Hills. Okay. So Agastya Malai, it's part of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Agastya Malai Biosphere is part of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Okay. Here in this region, now you can see here. Okay, it's very much here, Agastya Malai. Yeah. So this is the region where you have Agastya Malai Biosphere Reserve. Okay? So this was actually added in 2016. Okay? In 2016 this was added, Agastya Malai Biosphere Reserve. Okay? Next, you have Kanchenjunga. Where is Kanchenjunga? Yeah, Sikkim, Kanchenjunga. Okay. Kanchenjunga, this is Kanchenjunga Sikkim Sikkim National Park है and Biosphere Reserve भी है इस region पे, ठीक है? So this is the one, Kanchenjunga National Park and Biosphere Reserve is also in this region. Okay, so this is 2018. Okay, next, Panna. Where is Panna? MP. Okay, Panna Biosphere Reserve is also there. That is in MP. Okay. So here it is. So Panna is also famous for which mineral? Any minerals? Is it famous for some minerals? Diamonds. Okay. Panna is famous for diamond mines. Okay. So this is Panna region. Okay. Next, you have the cold desert Lahaul Spiti region. Okay, cold desert biosphere reserve that was added in 2025. Panna was added in 2020. Okay. Panna was added in 2020. Okay. Yeah. See, these are the 13 MAB sites. Okay, World Network of Biosphere Reserves. Usme listed hai. Okay, these 13. Now, like, let us pick up the 18 biosphere reserves according to our Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Okay. Now, because 13 of them are like overlapping, so I have not detailedly told you about those biosphere reserves. Now all the 18 I'll tell you about it. Okay. So like if you can write down, fine, otherwise I'll ask them to upload the handout. Okay, no problem. Kal wala bhi handout मैंने already दे चुका हूँ. They'll upload it very soon. Okay. So because today is Sunday, probably you might not get it. Tomorrow it will be uploaded. Okay. Any which ways on the YouTube only it will be uploaded. Okay. Yeah. So I told you the first one is Sundarbans here also. Okay. In the national list, actually Sundarbans was added in 1986. Sorry, Sundarbans nahi, Nilgiris. Okay, the first one is Nilgiris. In the national list also, Nilgiris was added first. Okay, and in 1986. Okay, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala are the home states of this particular Nilgiris. And what you can see is in this region, when we look at wildlife, okay, there are like several wildlife in this region that you can actually look at. Ek minute. Okay, so when we look at the wildlife in this region, there are many endemic species in Nilgiris. Okay, so some of the most endemic species, if you have to look at, one is Nilgiri Thar. Okay, so these are Nilgiri Thars. These are Nilgiri Thars basically. Okay, so this is how they look. So these are Nilgiri Thars. These are actually endemic there. Okay, so these are endemic species over there. And apart from this, there is something called Malabar civet. Civet sabko pata hai? Yeah. See, these are Malabar civets. They look more like a cat. Okay. So these are Malabar civets. Okay, these are also endemic over there. And you have lion-tailed macaque. Okay, that's a species of like, you know, like I'll show you. So these are the lion-tailed macaques. Okay. Yeah, these are the lion-tailed macaques. So they are there, and tigers are there, elephants are there. Okay, so you can find these species very much important over there. ठीक है, these are very much important species. Okay, इसमें जो भी मैंने बताया था नीलगिरी थार और like for example the Malabar civet, lion-tailed macaques, all of them are endemic. Okay, so tigers, elephants are not endemic, but yeah, rest three which I told you are endemic species. ठीक है, and like apart from this, in this region you have a particular floral species, okay, which is called Nil Kurunji. Okay, this blooms once in 12 years. Okay, these actually bloom once in 12 years, and this is how it looks. Okay, so it actually Nilgiris is named after this. Okay, Nilgiris is named after this. It's called Nil Kurunji. Okay, Nil Kurunji. Clear? So apart from this, in this region you have several other protected sites. मैंने बताया था वो. I'll show you that. Okay, so you can see this. इसमें आप देख सकते हैं, this is the Biosphere Reserve, नीलगिरी Biosphere Reserve. Okay, इसमें like आप देख सकते हैं, this is actually Brahmagiri Wildlife Sanctuary. This is Nagarhole, which is actually Rajiv Gandhi National Park. That's called Nagarhole. And this is Bandipur. And you have Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, Mudumalai. Mudumalai, to you must be knowing about this very well. Okay, even the Oscar Award movie winning. Okay, the Elephant Whisperers. Okay, that was shot here only. And there is Mukurti National Park, Silent Valley National Park, and you have Talaimalai Range Forest, BRT. This is where the Soliga tribe I told you. Okay, so Soliga tribe is from BRT. BRT means Biligiri Ranganatha Temple. Okay, there is a temple actually there. Okay, so that is a thing. And there is Kollegala Forest Division and Kaveri Wildlife Sanctuary. ये सब कुछ आता है इसमें. ठीक है? So this is where you can actually see this Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve houses a lot of like these protected sites. Okay, do not worry, all of this is included in the handout. I'll give it to you. Okay, yeah. And apart from that, you can also see like there are some important rivers also that passes through this. Okay, Kaveri ka tributaries hai wo. ठीक है? So there is like for example Bhavani river hai, Kabini river. Okay, Bhavani, Kabini and Moyar. Okay, Bhavani, Kabini, Kabini. Okay, Kabini and Moyar, Moyar. Okay, Moyar rivers. These are very much important for the ecosystem. So also Kaveri itself passes through it. ठीक है? Kaveri Wildlife Sanctuary से pass होगा. And also you can see here like basically there are Shola forests which are actually temperate grasslands, which is very very important. ठीक है? And like yeah, these are the basic aspects about the Nilgiris. समझ में आया? Next, the second one that you have to know is Nanda Devi. Nanda Devi. Nanda Devi was added in 1988. Okay, so Nanda Devi is actually in Uttarakhand, correct? Okay, Uttarakhand, there are these districts, Chamoli district and also Pitrodgarh and Bageshwar. These are the districts where you have Nanda Devi. District level nahi sochna hai, nahi dekhna hai, don't worry about it, state is sufficient. Okay, so here Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve, you know which are the important species there? No, it is high altitudinal. Snow leopards, very good, snow leopards. Okay, so yes, so snow leopards are very important. Yeah. So yes, the snow leopards, these are the ones. So basically, these are very important. And there is something called Himalayan musk deer. Okay, Himalayan musk deer also you can write. Okay, and you know what is Baral? You must have seen this. Yeah, so basically these are called Barals. Okay, these are also very much like very much significant in this ecosystem. Okay, so this is something that you can see. It's basically an high altitudinal ecosystem. Okay, it's a high altitudinal ecosystem and top predator is snow leopard. Okay, yeah, so this is the thing. And Gadwal Himalayas, okay, that is the region where you have this. Okay, so that is the region. And one more important thing is the river that passes through this, Rishi Ganga. Okay, the river name is Rishi Ganga. Okay, core zone से ऋषि गंगा पास होगा. ठीक है? And there are several tributaries of Alaknanda river that passes through this. So आप ऐसा लिख सकते हैं Alaknanda river system. Okay, Alaknanda river system. हो गया? And you know, in Meghalaya there are 3 important hills. Which are them? Garo, Kasi, Jaintia. Nokrek is near Garo Hills. Okay, Nokrek is near Garo Hills. That was added in 1988 again. Okay, 1988 पे add हुआ था, and you can see Garo Hills. Okay, and here, like, very interesting fact I'll tell you. In this region, okay, first, you know red panda? Okay, yesterday also I've shown you that picture, I guess. So here in the Nokrek reserves, you have these red pandas. Okay, you have these red pandas, and along with them you have hulog gibbons. Okay, gibbons are there. Hulog gibbons. देखो ये होता है, that's a primate. So you have the hulog gibbons here. See. Okay, it's the hulog gibbon, it's a primate. Okay, this is actually endemic. Red panda is also endemic. Okay, and apart from that, you have slow loris. This is also a primate actually. These are slow loris. Okay, these are also present in this region. Okay, and but most important thing I'll tell you, इस रीजन में 2 नेशनल पार्क्स हैं, बल्फाक्रम एंड बागमारा. इज दैट क्लियर? बल्फाक्रम एंड बागमारा. सो ये दोनों जो है ना नेशनल पार्क्स, इसमें क्या है पता है? मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट सिग्निफिकेंट स्पीशीज इंसेक्टिवोरस प्लांट्स. ठीक है, इंसेक्टिवोरस प्लांट्स लाइक पिचर प्लांट, ओके, वीनस फ्लाई ट्रैप्स, ये बहुत ज्यादा है उधर. ठीक है, सो दैट इज समथिंग दैट यू शुड बी अवेयर ऑफ. एंड हियर इन दिस रीजन द इंपॉर्टेंट रिवर इज सिमसांग. SIMSANG, Simsang. Okay, that's the important river that flows through this region, Nokrek. Okay, clear with this? Simsang, SIMSANG. Okay. Balfakram and Bagmara, I'll write it. Okay, the river name is Simsang. Okay, clear? So this is something that you should be aware of that region regarding. Okay, next there is, I told you about the date, I mean year, right? 1988. Okay, next one, 1989 Great Nicobar. 1989 Great Nicobar. Okay, 1989 Great Nicobar. So here, like if you look at those Great Nicobar region, okay, I'll show you here. There are a few, like, you know, sort of this is Campbell region, Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, so you can see this is Campbell region. Okay, there is a Campbell Marine National Park. Okay, along with that there is actually one more, Galatia. I will show you the river because it's like specifically in this region only. देखो इधर, ठीक है, इस region में there is Galatia, and this Galatia and ऊपर वाला जो Campbell आपने देखा, this both are part of the Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. ठीक है, ये पूरा Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve होता है. ठीक है, it's part in the equatorial region, correct? So it has good diversity and equatorial forests. Okay, so the Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve actually, and most important thing I'll tell you, इस रीजन पे ना आपका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ट्राइब्स है. दे आर एक्चुअली पीवीटीजीस ऑल्सो. पीवीटीजीस क्या होता है? particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Okay, so these have these tribes have low literacy levels, and these tribes actually have, I've been practicing the age old they are not upgraded, matlab they have the primitive technological basis, and their population is declining or stagnated. Okay, amongst the scheduled tribes only, those with these characteristics are completely at the lower scale of development. ओके उसको सेपरेटली उनका कल्चर को और उनका हेल्थ को अच्छे से रखने के लिए द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हैज कम अप विद द कॉन्सेप्ट कॉल्ड पर्टिकुलरली वल्नरेबल ट्राइबल ग्रुप्स. ओके, so like these PVTGs that you have in this region, the Great Nicobar region, actually Nicobaris, Shompen and Ongs, these are the three important tribes there. Okay, these are the three important tribes in this region. Okay, Nicobaris, Shompen and Ongs. ठीक है, so these are the three. Clear? And इस region में आपका जो भी है information regarding the species, if you have to look at. Okay, so in this region you have the saltwater crocodiles. You know crocodiles, right? Yeah, you can write down saltwater crocodiles. Okay, along with that, yes, leatherback turtles we have, of course, correct. So we have giant leatherback turtles. So these are the giant leatherback turtles. Okay, so you can look at them. Okay, these are the giant leatherback turtles. Okay, now you can see its size. Okay, so these are giant leatherback turtles that is there in this region, and also you can see there is Nicobar megapod. These are basically the Nicobar megapods. ठीक है, so these are Nicobar megapods. ठीक है, these are also there. समझ में आया इतना? Okay, so in this region you can, just now you saw the river, Galatia river. So Galatia river is important, I showed you that river, and there is also one more river that is called Dogmar. Dogmar. Okay, Dogmar. Clear? Okay, do you know what is seagrass ecosystem? ये देखो, look at this. So these are in the shallow waters. ठीक है, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Seagrass. And wherever you have seagrass ecosystem, there the level of oxygen in the water is very much high. Is that clear? And where you have the seagrass ecosystem, there you will have dugongs. Okay, manatees बोलता है इसको, नहीं तो sea cow बोलता है. ठीक है, so dugongs are there. In India dugongs कहाँ पे है? Gulf of Mannar. Okay, that's the next biosphere reserve. Right on. Gulf of Mannar, 1989. It is both in India and Sri Lanka. Okay, it is both in India and Sri Lanka. So here you can see this seagrass ecosystem. Okay, dugongs. ये होता है dugong. ठीक है, so these are dugongs. So dugongs are there, and seagrass ecosystem is there, and green sea turtles are here. Look, these are green sea turtles. ठीक है, so you have these three important over there, and इस region में corals भी है, very important. Okay, coral ecosystem is also there. ठीक है, did you understand? Okay, next important one, Manas Biosphere Reserve. You know Manas National Park? Yeah, Manas Biosphere Reserve. It is again international, मतलब between two countries. एक होता है India, दूसरा होता है which country? Manas is shared by which countries? India and Bhutan. Okay, India and Bhutan. Okay, yeah, I'll show you that. So it's in Assam. You can see this. It extends both in Assam and Bhutan. Okay. So it is like, if you see, this is Manas National Park, hai na? In Bhutan, it is called as Royal Manas National Park. I'll show you. देखो. Okay, here. समझ में आए? ये पूरा ये भूटान में है. This is actually Royal Manas National Park. Okay, Manas National Park was here in Assam. Okay, Manas National Park was here, and this is Royal Manas National Park. ये पूरा Manas Biosphere Reserve है. ठीक है? So, did you understand? So, this is the thing, and you can actually see like some of the important species in this region. Golden langur. Okay, golden langur. Okay, these are golden langurs. Okay, these are golden langurs. Okay, so these are actually there in the Manas National Park region. Okay, yeah. So apart from this golden langurs, you can also see tigers, rhinos, okay, and red pandas. And I'll show you one that is called pygmy hog. This is the smallest pig in the world. So let me show you. Look how small it is. Okay, this is the smallest pig in the world. Okay, so these are called pygmy hogs. Okay, this is again endemic species. Okay, endemic species. And so Assam roofed turtles, you get Assam roofed turtles also here. ये देखो, these are Assam roof turtles. Yeah, these are Assam roof turtles. Okay, yeah. So these are the ones. And in this region, of course, you know, Manas river passes through it. Manas is a tributary of Brahmaputra. Okay, yeah. So these are the ones. समझ में आए? Okay, yeah. And next one is Sundarbans. Sundarbans is the world's largest delta. Correct? It's a fan-shaped delta. Okay. So Sundarbans is the world's largest delta, which is actually spread across again two countries, India and Bangladesh. Okay. So it's a biosphere reserve. In this region, you have estuarian crocodiles. Okay. And you have Royal Bengal tiger. Okay. Royal Bengal tiger, Gangetic dolphin. India में कितनी तरह, I mean, how many types of dolphins are there? 3. Okay. Gangetic dolphin along the Ganges rivers. Okay. And Sundarbans also, because it's part of the Ganges. Okay. So second one is Irrawaddy dolphin, where? Chilka Lake. Okay. And third one, Indus River dolphin, where? Bias conservation. Okay. Yeah. So these are the ones. Okay. So yeah, here it is famous for the mangroves, Sundari trees. Okay, which is salt tolerant. Okay. That is I mean halophytes. Okay. Got it? Yeah, this is something that you should know. Next is Simlipal. Year of Sundarbans is 1989. Next is Simlipal. Simlipal was actually incorporated in 1994. It is in Odisha. Okay? In this region, देखो, they have a special kind of deer in this region that's called Chow Singa. Okay, Chow Singa means, Chow means 4, right? They have 4 antlers. Okay, I'll show you. मतलब छोटा छोटा होता है, but देखो. Okay, these are Chausinga. Okay, so these are having 4 of them. So yeah, got it. These are present in Simlipal. Okay, along with that you have tigers, elephants, and also you have what is called as gaur. Yeah, that is one. But actually black tiger का ये होता है, the black tiger is basically because of like मतलब इनका stripes pattern की वजह से बस. Okay, yeah. So that was actually identified there only in which was. These are called gaur, मतलब bison. Okay, these are called gaur. Okay, that is very much common over there. Nilgiris में भी common है. ठीक है, in Nilgiris also it is there. Okay, next. So in this region there are numerous rivers. You can see Baitrani. Okay, Baitrani river is here, and Salandi, 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 Baitrani. Okay, so and Palpala, Palpala, Palpala. Okay, Palpala. Okay, these are some of the ones. Okay, next one is Dibru Saikova. Dibru Saikova. Where is Dibru Saikova? Assam. See, this is Dibru Saikova. ये देखो. Okay, this is Dibru Saikova region. Okay. So here Dibru Saikova, you have Lohit river. Oh, sorry. You have the river Lohit. Okay? River Lohit is like the one that is impacting this region along with Brahmaputra. Okay? Brahmaputra and Lohit rivers are like basically it is located in, see, you can see that it is located in the flat plains. Okay? This is located in the flat plains of the Lohit and Brahmaputra rivers. Okay, so here Dibru Saikova Biosphere Reserve, you can see the same wild water buffalo and also hulok gibbons. Okay, hulok gibbons. Okay, hulok gibbons and wild water buffaloes are very important in this region. Okay, and then you have Dihang Dibang, that is in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, Dihang Dibang Biosphere Reserve. What are Dihang and Dibang majorly? Rivers. See, so now we are looking at the Dihang Dibang Biosphere Reserve. यही है, ठीक है? This is in Arunachal. Okay, this is the region in Arunachal where you have the Dihang Dibang Biosphere Reserve. ठीक है? So now when you look at this in this region, मतलब high altitudinal तो दिख रहा है, right? So you have snow leopards here. Okay, snow leopards are there, and you have like basically red pandas, snow leopards, and you have there is one important one, I'll show you. That's called Mishmitakin. Mishmitakin. These are Mishmitakins. Okay, these are the ones. So, like you have these animals over there. Yeah, give me a second. Is this clear? Yeah. These Mishmitakins are very common in this region. Okay. Next, Apart from that, the rivers are, of course, the name is given. Dihang and Dibang are the rivers. Okay. Next, let's go to the next one, Panchmari. That's in MP, Madhya Pradesh, correct? Yeah. Panchmari National Park as well as Satpura National Park are part of this. Okay. Panchmari National Park and Satpura National Park. Panchmari I have shown. I'll show you Satpura National Park. So along the Satpura hills, okay. So this is where you have the Satpura National Park, and Panchmari National Park is also in this region only I showed you. Okay, here you will have the Panchmari and Satpura National Park together. Okay, that's the Panchmari National Biosphere Reserve. Okay, इस region में आप देख सकते हैं leopards are very common. Leopards are common, and you have चिनकारा पता है? These are chinkaras, a type of deer. ठीक है? Okay, these are chinkaras. These are common in that region. And देखो इस region में leopards, chinkara and Indian giant squirrel. Okay. Indian giant squirrels. Okay, these are the ones. Okay, they are very colorful. Yeah, they are very colorful actually. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is something that you should know. And the river name is Denwa, Denwa. Okay, Denwa. Next is Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga. Where is it? Sikkim. In the year 2000, it was included. It was included in the year 2000. Okay. Now, when you look at this here, of course, Kanchenjunga is high altitudinal. High altitudinal. So high altitudinal मतलब snow leopards होगा. देखो snow leopards का एक simple चीज you have to remember. With the latitude increasing, उनका area बहुत expansive होता है. मतलब ऐसा सोचो. Western Himalayas, almost at 2,500-3,000 meters, you can get snow leopards. You can witness them. Okay. Eastern Himalayas, they are close to the tropics, है ना? उसकी वजह से 4,000 मीटर से ऊपर. समझ में आया? So Eastern Himalayas is more than 4,000. Western Himalayas is more than 2,500-3,000. Okay. So Kanchenjunga तो बीच में है. So 3,500 से ऊपर मिल जाएगा. ठीक है? So yeah, Kanchenjunga is a biosphere reserve where it is also a UNESCO mixed heritage site. Okay. इंडिया में एक ही है यूनेस्को मिक्स्ड हेरिटेज साइट, वो कांचनजुंगा है. ठीक है. सो मतलब इसका मीनिंग ये है, कांचनजुंगा इज अ मिक्स्ड हेरिटेज साइट, मतलब नेचुरल इज दिस. ठीक है, नेचुरल इज दिस. कल्चरल, इस रीजन में एक मोनास्ट्री है. ओके, इस तौलुंग मोनास्ट्री बोलता है. तौलुंग, THOULUNG, सॉरी. ओके, तौलुंग मोनास्ट्री. इज दैट क्लियर? सो इट इज फेमस फॉर दैट, तौलुंग मोनास्ट्री, एंड also the natural biosphere reserve. Snow leopards है इस region में, red panda and Himalayan tahr. Okay, Himalayan tahr is also there. ठीक है? Clear with this? Then one more thing you have to know in this region is Lepcha tribes, important tribes. Lepcha, Lepcha, Lepcha tribes. Okay, is Kanchenjunga one of the highest peaks of the world? किसमें कितना रैंकिंग में है? फर्स्ट वन इज माउंट एवरेस्ट, सेकेंड वन K2, थर्ड वन Kanchenjunga. Okay, third one is Kanchenjunga. ठीक है, remember that. It's actually the third highest mountain in the world. ठीक है, and it is believed तीस्ता रिवर का origin इधर से ही हो रहा है. Okay, तीस्ता रिवर का origin actually happens from this place. Okay, it is believed so. Okay, yeah. So this is something that you should be aware of. Okay, next, अगस्त्य मलाई. देखो तमिल और मलयालम में मलाई का मतलब ये होता है नॉट द क्रीम ऑफ द मिल्क, ओके, मलाई का मतलब ये होता है माउंटेन्स और लाइक हिल्स, ठीक है। एंड तेलुगु में कोंडा, कोंडा बोलता है, ओके। सी रिमेंबर दिस, दैट्स हाउ यू कैन एक्चुअली आइडेंटिफाई द स्टेट्स, ठीक है। सो मलाई मीन्स either it will be Tamil Nadu or Kerala, is that clear? Konda means Andhra, okay. Giri, generally Giri is used in Karnataka, Kannada, okay, but there are exceptions, don't blindly follow this. Mahendragiri Karnataka mein nahi hai, okay, so like that, okay, you should know this, is that clear? Okay, yeah. And Dodda, I mean in Kannada it is also called Betta, is that clear? Giri or Betta is in Kannada, okay, so that is the thing. And now Agastya Malai, Agastya Malai is actually in Kerala and Tamil Nadu, okay. So you can actually see here in Agastya Malai you have Malabar civet, मैंने दिखाया था आपको, okay, write down Malabar civet, elephants, Nilgiri Thar, tigers, Shola grasslands, okay, slender loris, LORRIS, or single RIS is also fine. And very important, Shola grasslands जब भी मैं mention करता हूँ नील कुरिंजी लिख लो उधर, ठीक है। Once in 12 years it blooms, okay, yeah. So now you know in this region there is a tribe Kannikaran, okay, important tribe Kannikaran. Kannikaran tribe, okay. So it is, I mean that's an important tribe in this region, okay. So this is the thing. And yeah, next Achanakmar Amarkantak, state Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, okay, both Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. Now in this region you can see Narmada, Son and Mahanadi, okay, originating from Amarkantak region, okay. Very importantly, it makes actually, what kind of drainage pattern is that? What is it called? Radial drainage pattern, okay. Centripetal है, centrifugal है वो? Centripetal क्या होता है? Center आता है, center पे आता है. Centrifugal is goes away from the center. That's a centrifugal pattern, radial drainage pattern, ठीक है? Radial drainage pattern ऐसा होता है. If this is the peak, ठीक है? This is how it will be, ठीक है? So Achanakmar, Amarkantak, you can have these three rivers, Narmada, Son and Mahanadi, okay? Yeah, and most importantly in this region, the important species you can see is Indian pangolin. Pangolin तो पता है ना? Okay, pangolins, yesterday also I have told some information about it, edge species करके बताया था, okay, evolutionary distinct and globally endangered species, okay. Indian pangolins है, Bengal tigers है इस region पे, and also sloth bear, you know sloth bears, right? Yeah, that is also there, ठीक है? Next, that was in 2005, Achanakmar, Amarkantak. Year बताया था नहीं ना? अगस्त्य मलई का बताया? No, 2001. Agastya Malai is 2001. Okay, I am going chronologically. Okay, by now you must have understood this. Next, sorry, Dihang Dibang. I have not told that. Okay, I'll tell you. Dihang Dibang is 1998. Panchmari is 99. Kanchenjunga 2000. Manas also I have not told you. Okay, Manas is 1989. Okay, let me tell you from the first ones. Nilgiri is 1986. Okay, then you have Nanda Devi 1988, Nokrek 1988, Great Nicobar 1989, Gulf of Mannar 1989, and Manas is 1989, Sundarbans 1989, Simlipal 1994, Okay, Dibru Saikova 1997, Dihang Dibang 1998. ठीक है, Dihang Dibang is 1998, Panchmari 1999, Kanchenjunga 2000, okay, and Agastya Malai 2001, and Achanakmar Amarkantak 2005. Okay, next, Great Run of Kutch, we are learning it now. Okay, Great Run of Kutch 2008. Okay, देखो, Great Run of Kutch, when we speak about, let me show you here. See, this is the region where you have the Great Run of Kutch. Okay? So this Great Run of Kutch is actually a biosphere reserve. आपको पता है ना white sand? Okay, बहुत सारा movies में videos like मतलब movies shot किया है there. Okay, shoot किया है. Okay, so like there is one, I remember only one movie that is in Telugu. Okay, anybody have watched Telugu movies? Nobody. Okay. Anyways, so if you watch Telugu movies, there's one movie of Ramcharan Teja that is Magadira. Okay. In that movie, there's that song which is shot on white sand. Okay. Actually, it looks very cold, but it's not cold. It's burning hot. Okay. So it's a desert actually, right? It's a tropical desert region. Okay. So basically here, it's a white sand desert that's very famous for white sand. Okay. Another thing is basically here, there are some endangered species here. Very important one. Even when the Convention on Migratory Species, Bonn Convention, had its conference of parties in India, COP 13, okay, Gandhinagar, okay, so unka mascot tha Great Indian Bustard, okay, uska mascot tha Great Indian Bustard, and that Great Indian Bustard is present in this region, okay, I'll show you that. This is the Great Indian Bustard. Okay? Yeah. Here it is. So these are Great Indian Bustards. These are very famous in this region. Okay. Next, apart from that, you have the Indian wild ass that is called kur. Locally, it is called kur. These are the Indian wild ass. Okay? See, Tibetan wild ass अलग होता है, वो भी है इंडिया में, ठीक है? Tibetan wild ass को कियांग बोलता है, कियांग. Okay, this is called kur. Is that clear? Tibetan wild ass is called kiang, and that is not there in Gulf of Kutch. Don't mistake it. Okay, but Indian wild ass is present. It is called the kur. Okay, kur. Okay, and like you can see, there is one camel in this region that can swim. Okay, Karai camel. Very good. Karai camel is also there. Okay. Yes, these are the ones. Okay, they can actually swim in waters. Okay, yeah. So Karai camels we have. So now apart from that, in this region there are certain bird sanctuaries. One is Narayan Sarovar Bird Sanctuary. Okay, one is Narayan Sarovar Bird Sanctuary. The other one is Kutch Bustard Sanctuary. Is that clear? Narayan Sarovar Bird Sanctuary, and another one is Kutch Bustard Sanctuary. Is that clear? Okay. Huh. Indian wild ass. It's called kur. Khur. Kur. Okay. And recently, the recent addition, 98th Ramsar site here in the same region which I showed you. Okay. Which I showed you just now. वो Gulf of Kutch है. उसका नीचे बन्नी grasslands है. Okay. इन दोनों के बीच में होता है. That is called Chari Dand. Okay. Watch yesterday's video. उसमें है. ठीक है. Chari Dand. That is the latest update. Okay, where is Patna Bird Sanctuary? UP. Okay, it's not in Bihar, it's in UP. ठीक है. And where is Udaipur Jheel? बिहार. उदयपुर राजस्थान में है, बट उदयपुर झील इज इन बिहार. यही पूछता है यूपीएससी में. ठीक है. एंड स्पेशली साउथ इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स विल बी फॉलिंग प्रे because even I am in South Indian, I would actually, if I was not aware, I would have पटना देख के बिहार मतलब स्ट्राइक करता हूँ, और लाइक ये क्या करता है, उदयपुर देख के राजस्थान को डाल देता हूँ. वही होता है. ठीक है. सो एंड नॉर्थ इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स जनरली दे विल फॉल प्रे फॉर साउथ इंडियन प्लेसेस. ये दोनों नॉर्थ इंडियन साउथ इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स दोनों दे विल फॉल प्रे फॉर नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडियन प्लेसेस. ओके, सो ये होता है. सो एनी विच वेज, सो कम बैक हियर. नाउ हियर you have a piece of grasslands which is actually called bunny grasslands. I have told you about this yesterday also. Okay, bunny grasslands, BANNI. Okay, BANNI, bunny grasslands. This is the only piece of savanna type of tropical grasslands in Asia. Okay, nowhere else in Asia you have it. Is that clear? This is the only piece. And there is a tribe called Maldaris. Okay, Maldaris are the pastoralist community. They are there. Okay, that is one more thing you should know. And of course, when I showed you this picture, it is very clear. मतलब इस region में salt marshes. This region is very famous for salt marshes also. Okay, see, these are salt marshes only. ये जो दिख रहा है ना इधर, ये salt marshes है. ठीक है. This region is very famous for salt mining. Salt marshes are very common. ठीक है. Next, apart from this, इस region में आप देख सकते हैं Luni river drains. Okay, river Luni actually drains. It's an inland drainage system. ठीक है. उसको बोलते हैं centripetal. समझ में आया? Okay, Loktak Lake is also a centripetal drainage system. ठीक है. Got it? Yeah. Next, समझ में आया इतना? Clear? How many of you have watched the movie Pushpa? So, red sandus पता है ना? Red sandus is a unique piece of like species. मतलब it belongs to the sandalwood family only, but it is actually tropical dry deciduous. Okay, but sandalwood is tropical moist deciduous. Okay, you tell me this, I'll give you a statement, you tell me whether it is true or false. In northern India, the amount of rainfall reduces from east to west. Okay, in the peninsular India, the amount of rainfall reduces from west to east. पक्का? दोनों statement correct है? Okay, first statement I'll give you, you tell me. First statement, extra peninsular India, the amount of rainfall reduces from east to west. How many of you think it is true? Huh? False. Okay, how many of you think it is false? Raise your hands. Extra peninsular India matlab northern part of India. Okay, extra peninsular India matlab northern part of India. So, in northern part of India, I am actually translating that statement to you. Okay, how do you think in prelims? That's what I am teaching you. When you get such statements, ऐसा सोचो. East to west, extra peninsular India मतलब एक eastern most state बताओ मेरे को. ईस्टर्न मोस्ट वेस्ट बंगाल नहीं है, त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम, मेघालय, ओके, ये सब कुछ. नॉर्थ ईस्ट, वेस्टर्न मोस्ट स्टेट बताओ. राजस्थान. अभी कहाँ पे बारिश ज्यादा होता है? नॉर्थ ईस्ट में, नहीं तो राजस्थान में. नॉर्थ ईस्ट में. मैं क्या बोला था स्टेटमेंट? हाँ, तो सही है ना स्टेटमेंट? समझ में आया? ओके. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर फ्रॉम यूपी? ओके, सो यूपी, लाइक आप ये बताओ कितने लोग ईस्टर्न यूपी से हैं? ईस्टर्न यूपी. वेस्टर्न यूपी, यू गाइस. सो अभी मेरे को बताओ, ईस्टर्न यूपी में राइस खाते हैं, नहीं तो वीट खाते हैं? राइस. ओके, मतलब वेस्टर्न यूपी में वीट. करेक्ट. विच इज वाटर इंटेंसिव? राइस. क्यों? बारिश होता है. समझ में आया? लॉजिकली डिड यू गेट दिस? ओके, मतलब अभी एम आई राइट और रॉन्ग? फ्रॉम ईस्ट टू वेस्ट, एक्स्ट्रा पेनिनसुलर इंडिया. करेक्ट. नाउ लेट्स कम टू सदर्न इंडिया. सदर्न इंडिया में मतलब peninsular India, I am telling the amount of rainfall reduces from west to east. You put the logic and tell me. Correct? Perfect. Okay, can I say Western Ghats receive more rainfall than Eastern Ghats? हो गया ना खत्म? Yes or no? That's it. Okay, so always don't blindly look at the statement and say true or false. Analyze the statement. इस तरीके में आप करेगा तो आपका number of questions in first the time taken to complete 100 questions in first reading will be more than 1 hour 10 minutes, but hit ratio will be good. समझ में आया? Hit ratio will be good. You will attempt at least 40 questions, like you will mark them confidently. Is that clear? So ये होता है, so please work on that way. Okay, next. मतलब see, anytime it's very important to analyze every statement. समझ में आया? Analyze every statement, that will give you the answer. Okay, yeah. So now, I was telling you this. Sandalwood family है ना? Mysore region आप जाएगा तो कर्नाटका में Mysore. Okay, there you will get sandalwood. Mysore sandal, correct? Mysore sandal soap, Mysore sandal का बहुत सारा like artifacts वगैरह मिलता है ना? Yeah. Now, if you go towards east, okay, you have some hills called Sheshachalam Hills. Okay, that's part of Chittoor, Andhra Pradesh. Sheshachalam Hills के ऊपर one of the wealthiest temple है. कौन सा है? Tirupati. Okay, Tirupati temple is there. Okay, on this Sheshachalam Hills, you have that is the only piece on the planet. That is the only piece of land on the planet where you have the red sanders. Okay, so Sheshachalam Hills is also a biosphere reserve. ठीक है? लिखो Sheshachalam Hills. (2010) Sorry? I'm not able to. Date of addition of Great Run of Kutch. It is 2008. I told you this, no? Okay. Great Run of Kutch. Bunny grassland specifically. Okay. Yeah, Sheshachalam Biosphere Reserve, Red Sanders Tree, okay, Tirupati Temple, that is also important, and you have Slender Loris. मैंने Loris दिखाया था, okay, Slender Loris and Indian Giant Squirrel. So Sheshachalam Hills is part of Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats? Eastern? Pakka? Sure? Eastern Ghats, okay. Yeah, so basically that is the one. Next, the next one is 2009 Cold Desert. Okay, Cold Desert was introduced into this list in 2009. Okay, कहाँ पे है Cold Desert? Himachal. There you have Pin Valley National Park. Okay, Pin Valley National Park and Chandratal. Okay, you know Chandratal? Which is the river that originates from Chandratal? Which is the river that originates from Chandratal? Chandrabhaga मिलके क्या होते हैं? Chenab. Okay, Chandrabhaga joins confluences to make Chenab. Okay, Chandra comes from Chandratal. Bhaga comes from? I expected this. Bhaga comes from Suryatal. Okay, yeah. Okay. So basically Chandratal is in this region only. Okay, yeah. So Pin Valley National Park, and also you have Kibber Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, Kibber, Kibber Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, Kibber. And you have Sarchu Wildlife Sanctuary, Sarchu. See, maybe my pronunciation is wrong, be tolerant with me. Okay, yeah, otherwise Sarchu. Okay, because even now, like so many UP people are there, so I will tell you about UP only. Even now, there are some places which I still have no clarity on pronunciation. Like for example, there is some place called Kartarnia Ghat. Okay, I think, I personally feel I'm not pronouncing it right. Okay, so ऐसा होता है. Anyways, yeah, India is so diverse. So anyways, yeah. हो गया इतना? Okay, now you tell me, cold deserts में कौन सा species मिलेगा? एक तो होता है Himalayan ibex. Okay. Snow leopards, of course, that is also right. Snow leopards. Snow leopards, and I'll show you what is Himalayan ibex. Yes, these are the Himalayan ibex. Okay, So these are the Himalayan ibex. Okay, so they are present in this region. So Himalayan ibex and snow leopards, and there is one more that is called Tibetan antelopes. Those are called argali. Yes, these are the argalis. Okay, so clear? So these are argalis. Argalis are also there. Okay. So this is actually a cold environment, high altitudinal environment. Okay. So that is what you can find in this region. Okay, 2009 cold desert. Okay. Next, Panna, last one, 18th one है ना? Panna 2011. You have Panna Tiger Reserve in this region, correct? There are two rivers. If this is Panna Tiger Reserve, there is one river going this way, one river going this way. Which ones? Kane and Betwa. Very good. Kane and Betwa. Okay. Clear? इस रीजन पे इंपॉर्टेंट स्पीशीज टाइगर, टाइगर चिनकारा अभी दिखाया था मैंने. Okay, that's a type of deer. And you have sambar deer. Okay, sambar deer is also here. इंडिया में बहुत सारा वेराइटीज ऑफ सांबर सर देयर. वन इज डीर, वन इज फूड, वन इज लेक. ओके, सो लाइक दिस. दिस इज द डीर. ओके, या सांबर डीर. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट यू हैव स्लॉथ बेयर्स. स्लॉथ बेयर्स आर आल्सो देयर. इंडियन वुल्फ. ओके, इंडियन वुल्फ. एंड देयर इज वन मोर. दिस इज आल्सो देयर. चित्तल. स्पॉटेड डीर्स. स्पॉटेड डीर्स को हम बोलते हैं चित्तल. ठीक है, लोकली. ठीक है, इज दिस क्लियर? या. सो दीस आर द बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व्स. समझ में आए? ओके. सी, बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व्स आर क्वाइट इंपॉर्टेंट. दैट्स द रीजन आई हैपन टू सॉर्ट ऑफ गिव यू इन मच डिटेल. कोल्ड डेजर्ट्स, कोल्ड डेजर्ट बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दिस ईयर. ठीक है, 2025 पे एडिशन हुआ है. सो बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व, मैन एंड बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व प्रोग्राम इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Cold desert biosphere reserve actually is important. Okay, that's it. Now let us look at the next one. Now I will tell you. Okay, we'll go into national parks. Totally we have 107 national parks. I will not discuss all the national parks in the class. Okay, but I will actually give you the list of them in the handout. Okay, उसमें पूरा की पूरा I'll give you all the list. Wildlife sanctuary सब कुछ list दे देता हूँ आपको. ठीक है. So I'll give you that. देखो, national parks, what happens, I'll tell you. What are the ideas of national parks? National parks are to conserve the nature. Is that clear? So उसमें cultural component होता है कि नहीं होता है? होता है. Okay, cultural component is there. मतलब इसमें क्या होता है? Any of cultural values or historical values जो भी है उसको protect करते हैं, but no human interference. That is the difference. Okay, no human interference, but natural, cultural and historical values are conserved. Okay, just listen to me. I'll give you the handout. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'll give you the handout. Otherwise, it's up to you. Okay, yeah. So basically, I have told you. देखो, एक चीज मैं बताता हूँ national parks के बारे में. You remember this? You can answer national parks. ठीक है? देखो. Okay. This is national parks का tagline. ठीक है, एवरीथिंग प्रोहिबिटेड अनलेस परमिटेड. इसका मीनिंग क्या है? नो ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज आर अलाउड इन नेशनल पार्क्स अनलेस सेलेक्टिवली इट इज परमिटेड. समझ में आया? अनलेस सेलेक्टिवली इट इज परमिटेड, नो ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज आर अलाउड. समझ में आया? Okay, next, apart from this, you can see which is the legal backing for this? WPA 1972. Very good. Okay, and देखो, एक बार once if the boundaries of national park is declared, it is sacrosanct. मतलब इनको change नहीं कर सकता है. If you want to change, you have to bring center legislation. मतलब इनका actually if you want to change then you have to bring the legislation. Only through the legislation you can change it. Administrative action से change नहीं कर सकते. समझ में आया? And national park is the highest level of protection that is given to any protected site. Is that clear? Okay. Next. So in this region highest level of protection मतलब मैंने ये बताया ना. ओके इसका मीनिंग क्या है? ग्रेजिंग के लिए कैटल नहीं लेकर जा सकते हैं, स्मॉल फायरवुड के लिए नहीं जा सकते हैं, फ्यूलवुड के लिए नहीं जा सकते हैं, हनी कलेक्शन के लिए नो एंट्री, ओके, माइनर फॉरेस्ट प्रोड्यूस नो एंट्री, एनी काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटीज नो एंट्री, नो फार्मिंग नथिंग, ओके, समझ में आया? दैट इज द थिंग. एंड सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू कैन सी, मतलब ये तो पूरा की पूरा इट्स अ प्राइवेट जोन फॉर द एनिमल्स एंड द नेचर. इज दैट क्लियर? इट्स अ कंप्लीट जोन. Okay, that is what you can see. So like no alteration, no disturbances, no substitutions. Okay, that is what it is. So basically in India, okay, India has 107 national parks as per the Wildlife Institute of India. Is that clear? Wildlife Institute of India है ना? According to them we have 107 national parks. इसमें highest number of national parks कौन सा state में है? Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Madhya Pradesh has 10 national parks and Assam has 7 national parks. Okay, and if you look at the states and union territories without national parks, okay, ये important है. Which are the states and UTs which does not have a single national park? One, पंजाब, ठीक है, पंजाब में नेशनल पार्क नहीं है. दूसरा चंडीगढ़, ओके, दादरा नगर हवेली, दामन एंड दीव, ओके, दिल्ली, लक्षद्वीप, पुदुचेरी. समझ में आया? दिल्ली, लक्षद्वीप एंड पुदुचेरी. सो दीज आर द वंस विच डज नॉट हैव एनी नेशनल पार्क्स. ओके, पुदुचेरी, लक्षद्वीप, दिल्ली, दामन एंड दीव, दादर नगर हवेली, ओके, चंडीगढ़, पंजाब. समझ में आया? ओके. नाउ इफ यू लुक एट द परसेंटेज एरिया, ओके, area wise which is the state with highest like area under national parks. So first is like Sikkim. Sikkim has 25%, okay, and followed by Andaman and Nicobar, that is 14.75%. समझ में आए? Okay, this is the thing. Now see, I will show you the map. So through that map let us look at. ये गवर्नमेंट वेबसाइट्स में यही होता है कि एक बार ओपन ही नहीं होगा. ठीक है. See, more than national parks, I will tell you, like the wildlife sanctuaries and those are very important, okay? I mean not wildlife sanctuaries, sorry, tiger reserves, okay? Tiger reserves and elephant reserves are very important. So just give me a second, let this page open. Okay, you understood this part, right? What I was trying to tell you so far, मतलब national parks का basics. Okay, just give me a second. This is, इसको download कर सकते क्या? Size small करना है अच्छा. It's not happening. Okay, chalo, anyways. I'll tell you, see, I'll give you some list of national parks, okay? So that actually I was looking for that picture only from this. But वो picture ही नहीं मिल रहा. See, here what you have is like 571 wildlife sanctuaries we have. Here you can see the list of. Okay, anyways, let me tell you this. Okay, before that uploads, let me tell you. See, generally I told you about the national parks, right? National parks में क्या होता है? Everything is prohibited unless permitted. ठीक है? So when we look at the wildlife sanctuaries we have 570 almost 571 biosphere reserves, wildlife sanctuaries we have, and 107 national parks we have. Okay. So now when you look at the wildlife sanctuaries, what happens is here the idea is to protect one species exactly. Okay, particularly. So when you look at this, here the tagline differs. Tagline क्या बोलता है? Everything is permitted unless prohibited. Okay, national parks में क्या था? Everything is prohibited unless permitted. मतलब no human activities in national park. In wildlife sanctuaries you have national park. You have human activities. Okay, but if they want to stop anything, they can actually pass the orders. समझ में आया? मतलब grazing करना है, कर लो. ठीक है? Minor forest produce लेना है, वो भी ले लो. ठीक है? And कुछ और like anything, the benefits that human activities are there inside, वो कर सकता है. Now, the forest department can actually like regulate it and say that basically here, like see, both state and central governments can do that. Okay, so they will actually come up saying, okay, these activities are not permitted. समझ में आए? ऐसा कर सकता है. ठीक है? So that is about the wildlife sanctuaries. मतलब in terms of like the wildlife sanctuaries ना, इसमें और एक चीज है. एक बार wildlife sanctuary का borders और boundaries हमने dictate कर दिया. Okay, उसकी बाद actually executive orders से भी change कर सकते हैं. Okay, they are not sacrosanct. समझ में आए? They are not sacrosanct. They can be changed by executive orders also. But national parks में ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है? So that is one more thing. So can I say wildlife sanctuaries को compare करेगा तो national parks are more protected? Correct? So then wildlife sanctuaries का upgradation is national park? Yes or no? Once there is a wildlife sanctuary, उसको भी upgrade कर सकता है national park से. Right? That is what I'm saying. ठीक है? So this is something that you should be knowing. Okay? So there are almost 571 wildlife sanctuaries. ठीक है? So here yeah, look at this. Here in Andaman and Nicobar, all the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, everything is listed. Okay, so like see, you can see here all the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, everything is listed in this. Okay, see total 666. Matlab 500 change was wildlife sanctuaries, 107 is national parks. Okay, so this is the thing. So like what you can see is any of these like national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, you can go into this. Okay, so like let us see Mrugavani National Park, that is in Telangana. So here this is like this is a national park. You can see here, like see, this is very important. समझ में आया? इससे इससे ऑथेंटिक सोर्स आपको कहीं भी नहीं मिलेगा, ओके, बिकॉज दिस इज गवर्नमेंट वेबसाइट, ओके, इससे ऑथेंटिक सोर्स आपको कहीं भी नहीं मिलेगा. सो दिस इज द वन, व्हेन यू लुक एट स्पीशीज, दिस इज द वन दैट इज एक्चुअली आस्क्ड. इज दैट क्लियर? सो लाइक मतलब like see next one, Vanasthali National Park, okay, this is also in Hyderabad. Black bucks are very famous in this region, okay, aisa these are the important ones, okay. Any which ways, I have actually made one list of 107 national parks and also some important wildlife sanctuaries, okay. So now when you look at this here, I'll tell you some of them, okay, I'll tell you only some of them, not all of them. Okay, so we'll go state wise. So in Andhra Pradesh, basically in Andhra Pradesh, we have like basically, wait, छोड़ दो इसको यार, वो कहाँ है, वो डाउनलोडेड था, अभी डाउनलोड हुआ तो वो PDF स्पेसेस में है. यही क्या? हाँ यही है. Okay. Again it will take time. Forget about this. Yeah. So now basically now when you look at, okay, इसको बैक कैसे जाता है? Okay, any which ways, see now when you look at this particular like in Andhra Pradesh, okay, so I've actually prepared one table, okay, so let me better show you that only. इसको actually डिस्प्ले कर सकता है, हाँ, सेंड करूँ इसको. हिमांशु है ना ये वाला? Okay, so any which ways it will be brought, okay. Now देखो, see there are 107 national parks I told you, and you have to know, I told you that Madhya Pradesh has 10 of them, okay. So that is the highest, and here I will show you that table. इस table में I'll actually show you the national parks, important rivers, state or union, whatever it is, state or union territory, whatever it is, and like you know whichever state it belongs to, and which is the important river or water body that passes through it, and also important species, okay. Like for example, let me pick up some familiar one, okay, just give me a second, okay. Okay, see, you have this Gir National Park, correct? Where is Gir National Park? Gujarat, okay. You know in that region there is one river called Shetruji, okay. There is one river called Shetruji, Hiran and also Raval, okay. These are the three important rivers that passes through it. And Gir National Park में कौन सा species important है? Lions, Asiatic lions, there are leopards, there are sambar deer, you saw that, and also chitals. Is that clear? Matlab spotted deer, okay. Yeah, so like this. And apart from that, like for example, you know Sultanpur National Park? How many of you are from Haryana? Nobody is from Haryana, okay. Any which ways, it is in Haryana, okay. So it is like Sultanpur National Park that you have. It is actually a sort of a like a wetland ecosystem, ठीक है. उसमें आपको migratory birds मिलेगा, ठीक है. So ये है, and Himalayan region में, especially Himachal Pradesh, if you look at, you have the Great Himalayan National Park, okay. The Great Himalayan National Park, actually there you have the Biaska tributaries. Is that clear? You have the two tributaries of Bias, one is Tirthan and the other one is Jivanal, okay. So these are the two. And इस region में Great Himalayan National Park is high altitudinal. So you have snow leopards, Himalayan tar, musk deer, and all these there. Okay, समझ में आए? I'll show you that part. Okay, and apart from that, Khir-Ganga National Park पता है? Where is it? Khir-Ganga National Park is also part of Himachal. ठीक है? उस region में Himalayan brown bear and Himalayan blue sheep, okay, and ibex, Himalayan ibex, ये बहुत common है उस region में. ठीक है? I have shown you the species a while ago. Okay, so those are the ones that is common. ठीक है? Now if you see, for example, Karnataka, there is Bandipur National Park. Okay, Bandipur National Park, actually you have the rivers like Kabini, okay, Moyer and Nugu. Okay, these are the three rivers. And tigers are famous, Asian elephants are famous, Indian leopards, and also the bison, gaur. Okay, these are the ones that is famous. Okay, so like this, I have made a factual list. I'll show you that particular thing once they get it. Okay, and so these are the 107 national parks that you need to know. ठीक है? National parks तो आप याद कर लो. ठीक है? So this is very important. I'll show you that. And coming to this biosphere, what is it? Wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, wildlife sanctuaries. I told you, like those are what do you call? मतलब those are the specific species protection. Okay, एक species को protect कर रहा है. Now elephant reserve, if I say, or if I say tiger reserve, then that is actually protecting one particular species. That's a kind of wildlife sanctuary. Is that clear? That's a kind of wildlife sanctuary. How many elephant reserves are there? How many elephant reserves are there in India? How many tiger reserves are there? 50? We have 58 tiger reserves and 33 elephant reserves. Okay, we have 58 tiger reserves and 33 elephant reserves. समझ में आए? Clear with this? Okay, yeah. Okay, we have 58 tiger reserves and 33 elephant reserves. ठीक है? Before that I'll show you the matlab, because we are looking at these only wildlife sanctuaries and things, I'll also show you this particular okay, just give me a second. We'll first look at the tiger reserves. Okay, so before that national parks things come. Okay, see here. Okay, see, the first tiger reserve of India is Bandipur. Is that clear? Which is the first national park? First national park, Jim Corbett. Okay, Jim Corbett is the first national park. Bandipur is actually the first tiger reserve. Okay, Project Tiger के अंडर Project Tiger कब start हुआ था? 1973. Okay, yeah. So that is the thing. So you have to know these first three. Okay, that is Bandipur, that is in Karnataka. Jim Corbett, that is in Uttarakhand. Okay, yeah. And Kanha, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Is that clear? These three are important, and the latest ones are very important. Okay, I told you there are 58. Okay, so the first one is Madhav National Park. Sorry, Madhav Tiger Reserve. Okay, Madhav Tiger Reserve is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Madhav Tiger Reserve is in Madhya Pradesh, and like Ratapani Tiger Reserve, this is also in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and Guru Ghasidas Tiger Reserve, that is in Chhattisgarh. Okay, last three, and Dholpur Karauli is in Rajasthan. Okay, so now like isko, like basically when you look at these, okay, these tiger reserves, okay, I'll show you one thing, like basically here. Yeah, look at this. See, now, the important tiger reserves, I am telling you, along with the important rivers passing through it. Okay. So first one, we are looking at this landscape. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. Yes, we are looking at this landscape. There are actually 4 to 5 landscapes in India, tiger landscapes. Okay. First one we are looking at is Shivalik and Gangetic plains. Okay. So the first one is Rajaji National Park, where that is a tiger reserve. Okay. So there you can see Alaknanda river and Ganga river passing through it. Okay. These are very important ones. Okay. Next you have Corbett Tiger Reserve. This is actually the Ramganga river. That's why the new name is Ramganga National Park or Ramganga Tiger Reserve. Okay. Then you have Pilibhit, that is in UP. These are in Uttarakhand. Okay. This is in UP and Gomti river passes through it. Okay. And you have Sharda river passing through Dudhwa. This is also in UP. Is that clear? Then you have Valmiki in Bihar. Okay. Here you can see Gandak river passes through it. Samajh mein aaya? Okay. Yeah. Next. I mean, these are individual ones. See, this is for Corbett. Okay. So individual ones are not required. Any which ways, Corbett Ramganga maine bataya. Okay. This is the one. And then you have, this is Rajaji Tiger Reserve. You have Ganga here. Okay. Ganga passes through this region. I told you. Okay. Next. See, this is Amangarh Tiger Reserve. This is in Uttar Pradesh. Okay. So this is actually one of the another ones. This is part of it only, extension. Okay. Usko utna important nahi hai. But you can see this is Dudhwa Tiger Reserve. I told you Sharda river, right? Sharda river passes through this region, Dudhwa Tiger Reserve. Okay. Next. Here you have the Pilibhit Tiger Reserve. Okay. Gomti river passes through this. Okay. Then Sharda also passes through this region. Okay. Gomti and Sharda. They were closer. I showed you that place. Okay. Next. Valmiki Tiger Reserve. You have Gandak. Okay. Gandak is the important river. Then. Now we are going to the next one. Central India and the Eastern Ghats. Okay. In this you can actually see here Ranthambore. Okay. Ranthambore kahan pe hai? Where is Ranthambore? हाँ, so Ranthambore you have the Banas river, Chambal का tributary है, Chambal river का tributary है, ठीक है. Mukundra Hills is one more tiger reserve. Okay, there you have this Chamla and Ahu rivers that is passing through this. Okay, Kali Sindh and Ahu rivers. Okay, so these are the ones. And Panna Tiger Reserve MP. Okay, you have Kane passing through it, and then Palamu Tiger Reserve. Okay, so Palamu Tiger Reserve is actually no significant, like, you know, river water that is close to it. Okay, so isme one by one I'll show you here. Look at this. Sri Sailam Tiger Reserve. Okay, this Sri Sailam Tiger Reserve is in Andhra Pradesh. Correct? Okay, this is like Krishna river passing through this. Okay, next. You have this Achanakmar Tiger Reserve. Okay, so here this is in Chhattisgarh. You can actually see this. Okay, so here, like you can see, there is, like, you know, the important dam, that is Kudia Dam there. Okay, so this is like basically the Achanakmar Tiger Reserve. Okay, so now then Indravati Tiger Reserve, Chhattisgarh again. Okay, Indravati river is there. Okay, Indravati river. Okay, next, Indravati is tributary of Kaveri. छत्तीसगढ़ बोल रहा हूं मैं. Mahanadi. Okay, it's actually tributary of Mahanadi. Okay, next. You have Sita Nadi Tiger Reserve. This is also in Chhattisgarh. Okay, Udanti, that is the important river. Udanti river. Okay, so this is the thing. And next, you have Palamu Tiger Reserve in Jharkhand. Okay, Koel River, North Koel River. Okay, there is North Koel River, that is important. Okay, मतलब कहाँ पे है? हाँ, this is North Koel River. Okay, this is actually the important tiger reserve of Jharkhand, Sita Nadi. Okay, so next, this is Bandhavgarh in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so Bandhavgarh, Son River is important in Bandhavgarh. Okay, so see, Son River either or there also it is there, and Johila is again merging into it. Okay, samajh mein aaye? Yeah. Next, Kanha Tiger Reserve, again you have it in MP. Okay, so in this, like, basically you have this Kashmiri and Halon rivers. These are smaller rivers, utna significant nahi hai that they will ask you about it. Okay, but This is Kanha Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, yeah. Next, this is the third tiger reserve. You remember? Okay, first one Bandipur, second one Corbett, third one is this. Okay, yeah. Panna Tiger Reserve, I told you Ken River. Okay, this is very important because Ken Betwa interlinkage project, उसकी वजह से इसमें पानी कम हो जाएगा. Okay, when water reduces, it will impact this ecosystem. Okay, so that is the thing. Next, you have Pench Tiger Reserve. There is Pench River in this, okay, and this is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Pench, Maharashtra side, Tadoba. Is that clear? Tadoba. Okay, yeah. Any which ways we'll look into that also. Yes. Then. Is it? Okay, fine. I'm sorry. I did not listen that. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay. And here, Sanjay Dubri Tiger Reserve. Okay, Banas River. Banas is tributary of Chambal. Okay, Chambal ka tributary hai Banas. Okay. Yeah. So this is actually the Sanjay Dubri Tiger Reserve. This is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Yeah. Next, Satpura Tiger Reserve. ओके सातपुरा टाइगर रिजर्व कल मैंने एक सेशन आई मीन वेटलैंड सेशन में मैंने बताया था तवा रिजर्वायर इट्स अ रामसर साइट सातपुरा टाइगर रिजर्व के अंदर है इज दैट क्लियर सो दे माइट आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन कैन द वेटलैंड साइट्स बी प्रेजेंट इन अ वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरी और इन अ नेशनल पार्क इन अ टाइगर रिजर्व इट इज देयर नो ओके दिस इज मैन मेड तवा रिजर्वायर इज मैन मेड ठीक है इट्स अ रिजर्वायर मैन मेड है ओके जलाशय okay yeah so that's the thing so you can see Satpura Tiger Reserve important is Tawa Reservoir okay next this is Bor Tiger Reserve this is the smallest tiger reserve okay Bor Tiger Reserve is the smallest tiger reserve and this is in Maharashtra okay and yeah Bor Reservoir hai udhar samajh mein aaya okay yeah see this is factual content any which ways I'll share this with you. Okay, all these I will ask them to upload it on the like YouTube video. Under that, I'll ask them to upload all of this. Okay, so you can download this. Just you need to look into these maps. That's it. Nothing more. The Tiger Reserve ka map, and it's important. What is called as the water body. That's it. Okay, yeah. Then you have Melghat Tiger Reserve. This is in Maharashtra. Okay, so Tapi River. Okay, Tapi River is important here. अच्छा ओके इसको बैकग्राउंड में रख दीजिए रिसेंट्स में करप्टेड फाइल करप्टेड दिख रहा है स्क्रीनिंग कर सकते हैं मोबाइल मेरा हाँ वो कर देते मतलब मेरा लैपटॉप में है फाइल अच्छा नहीं मिररिंग हो सकता है ना अच्छा ये कौन सा वाईफाई में है GMMR हॉल टू पे है ना यही है क्या ओके ठीक है यस ओके I was actually showing you okay wait just give me a second I'm sorry yeah reports water atlas okay so this was the same thing we were looking at correct Bandhavgarh was also over Kanha is over. Pench view. Sanjay Dubri. See, Sanjay Dubri. This is actually Sanjay Dubri. Okay, wait. Yeah. Abhi dikh raha hai na? Clear? Okay. This is Sanjay Dubri Tiger Reserve. This is in Madhya Pradesh again. Okay. Here, like the important river is Banas. Okay. This is actually the tributary of Chambal. Okay. And next, you have this particular Satpura Tiger Reserve. I told you about this Tawar Reservoir. Okay. This Tawar Reservoir that you see here, this is actually the man-made reservoir. It's a Ramsar site also. Okay. And then you have the Bor Tiger Reserve. Bor Tiger Reserve is the smallest one. Okay, in entire India. This is in Maharashtra. Bor Reservoir hai isme. Okay. Easy also to remember. Okay. Next, you have the next one. This is Melghat Tiger Reserve. Okay. In Melghat Tiger Reserve, you have Tapi River. This is very important. Tapi River. Okay. Tapi, Sipna, Garga, Dolar. Okay. So these are some of the important rivers. But Tapi to yaad karna. Okay. This is major basin. Uski wajah se. Okay. Then you have the next one. That is Navegaon Nagzira Tiger Reserve. Okay. This is also in Maharashtra only. Okay. मतलब बहुत सारा reservoirs है इस region में. Okay. So this is something that you will remember, but not very important Tiger Reserve otherwise. Pench Tiger Reserve is very important. Pench is a river. Okay. The river name is also Pench, and like Pench Tiger Reserve is very important. Okay. Is this clear? So this is actually in Maharashtra. This is very important. Okay. So Pench is actually shared by Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. It's near Nagpur. Nagpur ki paas hota hai. Okay. So that is the thing. Clear? Next. Okay, you can see this. This is Sahyadri Tiger Reserve. ये थोड़ा सा tilted में लगाया है. Okay. This is actually Sahyadri Tiger Reserve. You have the Koyna River. Koyna River याद है? Koyna Dam याद है? Earthquake. Okay, reservoir induced earthquake. वो महाराष्ट्र में है. Koyna River इसी region में pass होता है. Okay. So this is actually the Sahyadri Tiger Reserve. ठीक है? This is Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve. Okay. पेंच तड़ोबा टाइगर रिजर्व बोलता है, वो पास पास में ही होता है. ओके, तड़ोबा अंधेरी टाइगर रिजर्व. सो देयर इज द रिवर आल्सो इज कॉल्ड द अंधेरी रिवर. ओके, अंधेरी रिवर इज द इंपॉर्टेंट वन इन दिस रीजन. ठीक है. सो नेक्स्ट, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट यू हैव सतकोसिया टाइगर रिजर्व. दिस इज इन ओडिशा. ओके, महानदी रिवर. क्लियर? महानदी रिवर पासेस थ्रू दिस सतकोसिया टाइगर रिजर्व. ठीक है. सो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड या सिमलीपाल हमने देखा था अभी, बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व, राइट? सिमलीपाल. And in this region you have, these are, like I told you about this Salandi river. I told you about, you have written about this Salandi river. Okay, Salandi river and Dio and Khari. Okay, I've told you about Salandi already. Okay, these are the three important like you know rivers that passes through Simlipal. Okay, and this is Mukundra. This is in Rajasthan. Okay, Mukundra Chambal river. This is very important. Jawahar Sagar. Okay. So Jawahar Sagar, you have actually 3 reservoirs in line, okay, on this river. Okay, Jawahar Sagar, Gandhi Sagar and Rana Pratap Sagar. Okay, 3 reservoirs है. But इधर आपका मुकुंदरा हिल टाइगर रिजर्व्स में आपका ये जो मिलता है ना, that is actually Jawahar Sagar. समझ में आए? Okay, next. Apart from this, this is Ramgarh Vishdhari Tiger Reserve. This is also in Rajasthan. Okay, a small tiger reserve relatively. Okay. Yeah. Next, you have, this is Ranthambore Tiger Reserve, very important one. Okay. You have the Chambal River also influencing in this region, and also otherwise you can see Indrani Dam, Manasarovar Dam, and also Galai Sagar. Okay. These are important reservoirs. Okay. So next, this is Sariska Tiger Reserve. Okay. Sariska Tiger Reserve, you can actually see this. Okay. Here, yeah. This you see, right? Silisere Lake. This is actually a wetland site, Ramsar site. Okay, this is part of the Sariska Tiger Reserve. Okay, so it is Silisere Lake. This is also recently added, 95th or 94th. Okay, recently added, Silisere. Okay, remember this. This is part of the Sariska Tiger Reserve. Next, in Telangana, you have Amrabad Tiger Reserve. Okay, Krishna River passes through this. Nagarjuna Sagar bhi udhar hi hai, dekho. Okay, so this is one more important one. Okay, and this is Kawal Tiger Reserve in Telangana. Okay, here like basically you can see there are several smaller rivers. Okay, so that's okay. No need to remember all of them. Okay, but this you have to know that Kaval Tiger Reserve is in Telangana. Okay, yeah. Next, see this. In this, when you see, this is actually for Western Ghat region. Okay, so here what you see is Kali Tiger Reserve. Okay, Kali Tiger Reserve. This is in Karnataka. Okay, this is Kali Tiger Reserve, and you have this is Bhadra Tiger Reserve. River is also Bhadra, and that is also in Karnataka. Okay, then you have here Nagarhole. I showed you this in Nilgiris. Rajiv Gandhi National Park ऐसा बोलते हैं ना, so that is Nagarhole. Okay, you have Kabini and Lakshman Tirtha. These both are actually tributaries of Kaveri. Okay, so they both are here. This is actually this is Bandipur. Okay, this is Bandipur Tiger Reserve. This is Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. This is Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve. This is BRT. I showed you this BRT, right? I showed you that map. And this is Parambikulam Tiger Reserve, and this is Annamalai Tiger Reserve. Okay. Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Okay. So this is Parambikulam, this is Annamalai, this is Periyar Tiger Reserve. Okay. So this is KMTR Tiger Reserve. Okay. Is this clear? So these are the different tiger reserves that you see in the Nilgiris, the Western Ghats. Okay. See like this. This is Bandipur. Okay. I told you Kabini, either Kabini River. Okay. So Nuggu River also I told you. Correct. Nuggu River also I told you. And I told you Moyer नहीं दिख रहा है इसमें, ठीक है. Any which ways, so this is Kabini, this is actually Nuggu River. Okay, this is in Bandipur. You can see this. This is Bhadra Tiger Reserve. Okay, in Bhadra Tiger Reserve you have like basically the Bhadra River only is passing. See Bhadra River. This is Bhadra River that is passing through. ठीक है, clear? Next, ये होता है BRT. Okay, Biligiri Ranganatha Swami Temple. Okay, this is BRT, Biligiri Ranganatha Swami Temple. Okay, so मतलब ये कावेरी के tributaries है. Okay, so that is what you can see in this region. ठीक है. Next, ये है Kali Tiger Reserve. I told you the river is also Kali. Okay, Kali River. Okay, next. This is actually the Nagarhole Tiger Reserve. I told you Lakshman Tirtha is there and Kabini is there. Okay, these Kabini and Lakshman Tirtha are important. This is actually the part of Nagarhole Tiger Reserve. Okay, yeah. Parambikulam, this is in Kerala. Okay, so like Parambikulam Tiger Reserve, this is like smaller rivers are there. You need not remember all of it. That's okay. Is that clear? But yeah, otherwise, I guess not very important one. Parambiyar you can remember. Otherwise, that's okay. Okay, is this clear? Next. So this is Periyar Tiger Reserve. The Pamba River is very important here. Pamba River is very important in this region. Okay, Pamba River, and this is Periyar Tiger Reserve. Okay, yeah. This is Annamalai Tiger Reserve. This is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so Amravati River. Amravati River is actually the tributary of Kaveri. Is that clear? So that is very important. Next. This is Kalakad Mundanturai Tiger Reserve. This is actually in Tamil Nadu. Okay, Kalakad Mundanturai. This is called as. I'll share this map with you. It is complete factual. Okay, it is complete factual. I'll share this maps with you. Okay, yeah. And basically this is Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve. I told you about this. Bhavani Sagar Reservoir is there. That is very important. It's part of Kaveri. Okay, yeah. So like. I mean, okay, this is one more tiger reserve. This is Srivilliputtur. Okay, it's called Srivilliputtur. Okay, this is the tiger reserve in Tamil Nadu. It's a smaller one. Okay, next. So finally you have northeast. Okay, instead of going into the smaller ones, I'll cover it through this major one only. देखो बक्सा टाइगर रिजर्व. दिस इज इन वेस्ट बंगाल. ठीक है, इसमें 3 रिवर इंपॉर्टेंट है. एक गंगाधर इधर दिख रहा है. ठीक है, Gangadhar is visible here. Okay, sorry. Gangadhar, this is Baksa Tiger Reserve. This is very important. Okay, this is in West Bengal. इसके साथ साथ there are 2 other rivers, Nonani and Jayanti. Okay, Nonani and Jayanti. Baksa Tiger Reserve. Manas River. ठीक है. Then you have Pakke and Nameri. Okay, Pakke and Nameri. This Nameri river is there. Orang, Brahmaputra. Okay, Kaziranga, that is again Brahmaputra. Okay, then you have Kamlang and Namdafa, where you have Dihing rivers. Okay, is this clear? So these are some of the important ones. Samajh mein aaya? This is from the northeast and Brahmaputra floodplains. Clear with this? We have covered almost everything. Clear? So there are totally 58 tiger reserves. Okay, 58 tiger reserves hai, and the recent one is Madhav. Okay, Madhav is the recent one. Samajh mein aaya na itna? Okay, next. Okay, these are elephant reserves actually. Okay, we have 33 elephant reserves in India. Dekho. You can see this map. Okay, this is showing the 33 elephant reserves of India. Okay, so we have 33 elephant reserves. So, but here, any which ways, it is actually the factual content. So, I will tell you which are the states you have elephant range. Okay, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and then you have Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Okay, then you have this West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh and Northeast. Is that clear? Northeast mein Assam. Okay, so these are the states. So, like basically, if you look at this, okay, see here you can see this list: Assam, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, and Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. Okay, so these are the places there you have. So we have 33, totally 33 elephant reserves we have. Okay, so out of these 33 elephant reserves, see in India we have almost 28,000 to 31,000 elephants. Okay, there are 28,000 to 31,000 elephants. Aap dekho, this year there will be 2026, there will be tiger census. Okay, so there will be tiger census. See, every once in 4 years tiger census is conducted. Once in 5 years elephant census is conducted. Okay, so like direct method ये होता है elephants को count करता है. Okay, physical counting होता है. और indirect method ऐसा होता है elephant का dung होता है ना, dung analysis method करता है. Okay, DNA will be actually studied through the dung. Okay, so that's how we have around 28,000 to 31,000 elephants in India. Which is the state having highest number of elephants? Karnataka. Okay, Karnataka has 25% of the elephants. Okay, so roughly like out of 30,000, there are nearly 8,000 elephants in Karnataka, followed by Assam. Okay, Assam is second. Third is Kerala. Okay, yeah. So third is Kerala. So that is the thing. And now, when you actually look at this further, see, number of elephant reserves, if you see, basically the number of elephant reserves, Andhra Pradesh has only one, okay, but highest is in Assam. Okay, 5 elephant reserves are in Assam, this is the highest. Okay, so you have to know highest is in Assam, followed by Kerala. Okay, and Tamil Nadu and Assam, both of them have 5 each, and Kerala is second. Is that clear? Kerala is second. This is something that you should know. Okay, समझ में आया ना इतना? Okay, yeah. So this is one more. This is actually one more thing that you can actually look at. ठीक है? समझ में आया इतना? Clear with this? Okay, yeah. Just give me a second. Just a second. I'll connect it again, but. Okay. So look at this now. Here, like see, these are some of the important, like sort of the national parks. I've given all the 107 national parks here. I will share this handout with you guys. Okay? So, dekho, like first one, when we go with this, in Andhra Pradesh we have 3. Okay, one is Papikonda National Park. Papikonda National Park is in Andhra Pradesh, and you can see Godavari River passes through it. Okay, and important, if you look at species, tigers are there, leopards are there, hyena to pata hai aapko, right? You know hyenas, and you have spotted deer. Spotted deers are nothing but chital. Okay, next you have Rajiv Gandhi or Rameshwaram National Park, which is actually in Andhra Pradesh. The important river is Pennar. Okay, Pennar river is important, and you have black bucks, Chinkara I have shown you. Okay, Chinkara and spotted deer again. Okay, next you have this Sri Venkateshwara National Park. Okay, this is near Tirupati. Okay, and this is also in Andhra Pradesh. So no important river in this region, but what you have is slender loris, golden monitor lizard, and Indian giant squirrel. Okay, these are important. Now if you come to Arunachal Pradesh, you have 2 of them. Mauling National Park. Okay, important river is Siom, and Takin मैंने दिखाया था, Mishmi Takin. Okay, so there are Sero and clouded leopards here. Okay, देखो altitude थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा होगा ना, 2000 मीटर से ऊपर आपको snow leopards मिलेगा. Sorry, snow leopards नहीं, clouded leopards. Okay, around 2500 से 3000 की ज़्यादा हो गया, then you find snow leopards. Okay, yeah, that is the thing. And Namdapha National Park, this is again in Arunachal Pradesh. Dihing River is there. Okay, so Dihing River is there. There you have tigers, snow leopards, clouded leopards, red panda. Tigers below, up to 2000. Then you have clouded leopards. Then you have snow leopards. All of them don't stay in the same place. Okay, did you get this? Assam is the second in the number, largest in the number with respect to number of national parks. Okay, you have like Dibru Saikova, there you have Brahmaputra, Lohit and Dibru rivers. Okay, what you have there? Water buffaloes, Ganges dolphin is there. Remember, Ganges dolphin is there in Assam also. Okay, next you have Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga has 70% of the world's rhinos. Okay, Kaziranga has 70% of the world's rhinos. Okay, so India में 3100 change or like 3200 rhinos are there. उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा concentration Kaziranga में ही है. ठीक है? So Kaziranga National Park is in Assam, and you have Brahmaputra as well as Diflu. Okay, and you have one-horned rhinos and tigers and wild water buffaloes. Okay, next Manas National Park. So you know Manas River is there. Oh sorry, yeah, Manas River is there. Along with the Manas River, I told you Manas National Park का हमने देखा है. Assam roof turtle, pygmy hog, tigers, golden langur, ये सब कुछ हमने देखा है, right, under Biosphere Reserve. Okay, next you have Nameri National Park. I showed you Nameri Tiger Reserve also now. Okay, so Nameri National Park, there you have Jia Baroli River. Okay, and you have tigers, Asian elephants, white-winged ducks. Okay, wood ducks. मतलब ये duck होता है, almost wood color पे होता है. Okay, light brown. Okay, if you have attended yesterday's class, I had shown the picture there. I'll show this here also. 1 second, hold on. These are the ones. ठीक है? Those are the ones. White-winged wood ducks. ठीक है? See, these are the ones. समझ में आए? Okay? Yeah. That is the thing. And now, yeah. Next, there we have Orang National Park, which is also called Rajiv Gandhi National Park. There you have Brahmaputra River. I showed you Orang. Okay. Orang is actually on the tributary bank of the Brahmaputra. ठीक है? So tributary नहीं, sorry, bank of the Brahmaputra. Okay. Indian rhinoceros, pygmy hog and tigers. देखो नॉर्थ ईस्ट में जो भी नेशनल पार्क्स के बारे में आप लिखना है, सिंपल एक चीज लिखो, मैक्सिमम दिस विल बी राइट. टाइगर्स, ओके, टाइगर्स के साथ साथ इंडियन राइनोस, पिग्मी हॉग, ओके, ये लंगूर्स और हुलॉक गिब्बन्स, ये लिखो. इज दैट क्लियर? दिस इज कॉमन थिंग. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, Okay, next you have here Raimona National Park. This is also in Assam. Sankosh River is the one. Okay, then there you have golden langurs, clouded leopards, and Asian elephants. Okay, next you have Dihing Patkai National Park. This is in along the Dihing River. Okay, and there you have clouded leopards, hulok gibbons, and white-winged ducks. Just now I showed you the white-winged ducks. Okay, next now let's go to Bihar. वाल्मीकि टाइगर रिजर्व दिखाया था ना मैंने, वही है सेम. कहाँ पे? हाँ, वही है सेम. So that is the same Valmiki National Park. You have Gandak River. I showed you that river passing through. Okay, tigers, Indian bison, sloth bear, and leopards. You know all of these animals. Okay, next Chhattisgarh. You have Guru Ghasidas, which is called Sanjay National Park. Okay, this is in Chhattisgarh. You have actually Hasdeo and Gopad River. Is that clear? Hasdeo and Gopad River, tiger, leopards, and Nilgai and Chinkara. These are the important ones. Nilgai to aapko pata hai na? It's too huge. Okay, yeah. Then Indravati National Park, Indravati River. Indravati River pata hai na? Naxalism. Okay, so yeah, Indravati was actually the lifeline of Naxalism. Okay, that was the thing. And you can see that wild water buffalo, tigers, leopards, and Barasingha. Barasingha is a deer. Okay, so that is there. Next, you have the Kangar National Park, Kangar Valley National Park. Kangar River is there, and you have their moose deer. It's called moose deer, and Bastar Hill Maina and Sambar. Okay, these are the ones. So you have Molem National Park. This is the only national park in Goa. Okay, Sambar deer, and there is barking deer. Barking deer का मतलब क्या? हाँ, इनका जो laughter होता है, मतलब इनका जो sound वो produce करता है, it looks like barking of the dog. Okay, ऐसा होता है. Okay, and you have the Royal Bengal tiger and the leopards there. Okay, black buck is very important. Black buck National Park. This is in Gujarat. Okay, this is very important. Black bucks are there. You know black bucks ना? पक्का? हाँ, केस भी होता है ना उसके ऊपर. हाँ, वही है. ठीक है, black bucks are the ones, the same thing. Okay, so and also you see this Bishnoi community. Okay, Bishnoi community actually pays respect and reverence to those black bucks. Okay, they are Bishnoi community बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसा like nature मतलब respecting होता है बहुत ज़्यादा. Okay, like Kejri trees, Bishnoi movement हुआ है. Okay, so like in 1730s there was a Bishnoi movement. Okay, so they protected the Kejri trees. अभी भी और एक बार Kejri trees news में है. Okay, so Kejri trees are the state tree of Rajasthan. Okay, Kejri trees are actually the state tree of Rajasthan. And black bucks be. Okay, black bucks are also like safeguarded by the Bishnoi community and all those. Okay, so wolf and floricans. Okay, these are also there. Gir National Park, of course, you know, I told you Shetranji River, Raval River, and Hiran River. Asiatic lions are famous over there. Okay. So, देखो, when lions are there, tigers are not there. When tigers are there, lions are not there. Don't mix both of them. ठीक है? So, you will not have any place where lions and tigers both will be there. ठीक है? There's no place in the world like that. Because they both are in the same niche. Okay? They both are the same functional aspects. मतलब they are in ecosystem function wise, they both perform the same function, same niche. उसकी वजह से. ठीक है? Yeah. Next, you have the Gulf of Kutch National Park, which is actually in Gujarat again. That is marine area, and you have dugongs over there also. They can ask you which of the national parks have dugongs. Okay, so you have corals, dugongs, and sea marine turtles and seabirds over there. Okay, next you have Vansda National Park, that is Ambika River, leopards, rhesus macaque, and four-horned antelopes. These are there. Okay, yeah. So like this in Haryana you have two. Sultanpur मैंने बताया था, right? And there is Kalesar National Park. Yamuna River is nearby to it. Okay, and you have leopards, red jungle fowl, and all these are the species. Okay, so like this. So now you have Himachal Pradesh, Great Himalayan National Park. मैंने बता दिया already. I have told you this. Indrakila National Park is the second one. Bias River actually is the source of this Indrakila National Park. So snow leopards because of high altitude. Snow leopards, brown bear, Himalayan black buck. Okay. Next, you have Kirganga National Park. Parvati River is there. Okay. Himalayan brown bear, ibex, and blue sheep. I told you about this Parvati National, no, Kirganga National Park. Okay. Next, Pin Valley. I told you Pin Valley is part of the cold desert. Correct. Pin Valley National Park, Himachal Pradesh, Pin River, again snow leopards, ibex and snowcocks. Okay, next you have this one, Simbalbara National Park. Here you have the stream that is called Simbalbara, and here you have the spotted deer, Himalayan black bear, sambar and gorals. Is that clear? So this is the list that you can see. In Jharkhand only one is there, Betla National Park. Okay, Koel River passes through that, and you have tigers, elephants, gaurs and chitals. You know what is gaur and chital? I have shown you the pictures. Okay, yeah. So Karnataka, there are five national parks. One is Anshi Kali Tiger Reserve or National Park, which is actually the Kali River. I showed you the Kali Tiger Reserve, no? Just now I showed you Kali Tiger Reserve. That is the same place, Anshi National Park. Okay, that is where, have you heard of this place called Dandeli? Dandeli is there only. Okay, so Dandeli is there. South mein one of the famous place for rafting. Okay, so that is where you have this. And over there you have black panthers, tigers, elephants and Malabar trogons and all these are there. Okay, next you have Bandipur National Park. I showed you that. Okay, rivers I showed you these things, Kabini, Moyer and Nugu. And Bandipur mein tigers, elephants and gaurs, okay, Indian leopards, ye sab kuch hai. Okay. Recently I visited Bandipur. I did not find any of the animal. Okay, matlab basically I went through the daytime through that road, so that's why probably night times mein to aa jayega bahar. Okay, so daytime mein nahi aayega. And Bannerghatta National Park is in Bangalore. Okay, this is in the city of Bangalore. Okay, so Bannerghatta National Park. Here you have Suvarnamukhi stream. Okay, and you have elephants, leopards and everything like sloth bears, Bengal tigers, sab kuch hai usme. Okay, so this is actually Bannerghatta National Park is in Bangalore city. Okay, next you have Kudremukh National Park. This is in Karnataka. You have Tunga River, Bhadra River and Netravati River. देखो Tungabhadra एक होता है, correct? Tungabhadra like Chandra and Bagha joins to form Chenab. Tunga and Bhadra joins to form Tungabhadra. Okay, Tunga River के ऊपर Tunga Reservoir है, Bhadra River के ऊपर Bhadra Reservoir है, Tungabhadra के ऊपर Tungabhadra Reservoir है. Okay, easy to remember. Okay, yeah. And next there is Nagarhole National Park. Okay, Kabini River, I showed you this. Okay, same tiger, elephants, that entire Nilgiris region, it is the same. Okay, the same you will actually see. And this is Anaimudi Shola National Park in Kerala. In Kerala has 6. Okay, Kerala has 6 of them. Anaimudi Shola National Park. Again, Nilgiri ka jo bhi Biosphere Reserve mein humne dekha, usko likh diyo. Bas, you write them. Okay, next you have this Eravikulam, that is also in the same region, Eravikulam National Park, Nilgiris region. Okay, same, dekho, it's the same that you can see. Okay, then you have Matiketan Shola National Park. Shola matlab high altitude, ye confirm fix kar lo. Shola matlab high altitude. Okay, high altitude matlab Shola grasslands likho. Okay, so elephants, gaurs and Nilgiri Thar and high grasslands. Okay, so this is what you see. And Pampadum Shola National Park, again the same. Okay, and you have Periyar National Park. Silent Valley National Park is very important. This is the only national park which is least disturbed in India. Okay, it is the least disturbed in India. Okay, and you have Kuntipula River over that. Okay, see, I guess it is pronounced, I mean in Tamil and in Malayalam, you don't say Z, you say La. Okay, so it's not Kuntipuza, it is Kuntipula. Okay, that's how they pronounce. Okay, even I am not very perfect about it, but otherwise, yeah. Okay, yeah, it is called Kuntipula River. Okay, yeah. So there is Periyar National Park, usme to Periyar and Pamba will be there. Okay, samajh mein aa raha hai na? Yeah, so these are the ones. So, yeah. Okay, so Madhya Pradesh mein 10 national park hai. This is the highest. Clear? This is the highest that you have. Madhya Pradesh has 10 of it. So Bandhavgarh National Park, the river is Charan Ganga. Okay, and you have the Bengal tigers there. Okay, leopards are there, sambar deers are there. Okay, next you have Dinosaur Fossil National Park. Okay, so this is in Madhya Pradesh. They have the remains, fossil remains. Okay, in that national park. Uski wajah se usko name kiya hai aisa. Okay, and in India, if you see, there was one point like recently discovered. You can actually see dinosaur ka eggs mila tha. Okay, and in Madhya Pradesh only, I guess. And there, the local people used to pray that. They used to keep those eggs and they used to actually pray those eggs. Okay, for several decades they have done that. And later on the archaeological department and all, when they looked into it, they found that it is dinosaur eggs. Okay, so ऐसा है. ठीक है, next. Okay, so fossil national park is there. Okay, इधर fossilized plants and trees मिला है पुराना का. Okay, and you have Narmada river in this region, and Indrapriyadharshi Pench national park is there. Okay, so इसका भी Pench river है, and this is in Madhya Pradesh. And you remember the Pench Tiger Reserve? Okay, this is the same region, but it is Madhya Pradesh Maharashtra borders. Okay, yeah. So Kanha National Park, I have shown you that. Kuno Palpur National Park, this is very important. This year it is very important. India mein cheetah number has raised to 39. Okay, recently a cheetah named Gamini has given birth to 4 cubs. Okay, recently 3 days back. Okay, so that is about the importance of this which is that Kuno Palpur National Park. Matlab, where do you actually, I mean, okay, chalo, you tell me the right statement. Did we reintroduce cheetah? Did we reintroduce cheetah? No, we did not. Okay, we did not. Because पहले हमारे पास जो चीता था वो एशियाटिक चीता था. अभी जो हमने इंट्रोड्यूस किया है वो अफ्रीकन चीता है. सब स्पीशीज में डिफरेंस है. ठीक है, अफ्रीकन चीता इज बिगर इन साइज, एशियाटिक चीता इज स्मॉलर इन साइज, अफ्रीकन चीता इज डार्कर फर्ड. Okay, Asiatic cheetah is light furred. Okay, and you can actually see the head of the cheetah is also smaller in Asiatic cheetah. Okay, and Asiatic cheetah is critically endangered. मतलब पूरी दुनिया में आपको सिर्फ 40 to 50 है बस. वो कहाँ पे है? ईरान में है. अभी ईरान में क्या हो रहा है वो बचेगा कि नहीं समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Okay, yeah, so like that is the only piece of I mean only 40 to 50 are there. Okay, and Asiatic cheetah बस इतना ही है. इंडिया में तो extinct है. Okay, post independence it is extinct. Okay, and African cheetah we have around 7,000 in the world. Okay, we have bought from Namibia and South Africa. Okay, and few of them died, but this particular project cheetah that we introduced, उसमें अभी 39 है कुनोपालपुर में. Okay, कुनोपालपुर नेशनल पार्क मध्य प्रदेश में we have cheetah. ठीक है, we have cheetah. This is African cheetah. Remember this. Okay, so where would you actually put the cheetah? In grasslands. Is that clear? So इधर grasslands है बहुत ज़्यादा. ठीक है, समझ में आया? Yeah. So next, Madhav National Park, recent tiger reserve. Correct? Madhav National Park, recent tiger reserve. So important for that also. ठीक है? And then Panna, I have told you already. We have looked into it. Ken River. Okay, Panna. And then Sanjay National Park, Son River is passing through it. You have tiger, leopard, chinkara and nilgai. Okay. Then you have Satpura National Park. I showed you about the Satpura National Park also. Okay. And this is in Madhya Pradesh. I showed you Tawa Reservoir. Correct? That is actually a Ramsar site. Okay. That is also in this region only. Okay. So, One Vihar National Park, it is in Bhopal. Remember this. One Vihar is in Bhopal. इन सिटीज जो भी होता है उसको रिमेंबर कर लो. बनरगट्टा बैंगलोर. ओके, एंड वन विहार इज एक्चुअली अराउंड भोपाल. ओके, सो हियर लाइक रेस्क्यूड जो भी कैप्टिवेटेड होता है, रेस्क्यूड होता है एनिमल्स ना, उसको एक्चुअली इधर डालते हैं. ठीक है, दैट्स हाउ इट इज. महाराष्ट्र हैज 6 of them. ठीक है, सो यू वांट मी टू कवर ऑल ऑफ देम, आई विल डू इट और एल्स आई विल गिव यू द लिस्ट. शैल वी गो थ्रू इट? Then, okay, so this is actually the factual content. Okay, any which ways, these are the national parks. Okay, so you can go through this. But otherwise, I have covered almost 50 of them. Okay, almost 50 of them I have covered. So you can look into these things. Okay, so see, I have given you all the 107 till here. Okay, state-wise it is given with the rivers and the important species. Okay, I have explained what is exactly national parks and I have explained what is wildlife sanctuaries. I've shown you all the 58 tiger reserves. Okay, I've shown you all the elephant reserves also. Okay, so this is the thing. I'll ask them to share these documents on the YouTube only. Okay, you can download it from there. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, yeah. So any doubts? Clear with this? Okay, so watch yesterday's wetland videos also. Okay, that will also give you some insights. These are completely factual content, I'm telling you. These are absolute factual content. So आपको तो वैसे भी like इससे chances of getting the questions is also there. Is that clear? So this factual content you should know. मतलब इसमें क्या पूछता है? पहला कौन सा स्टेट है? ओके, हाउ मेनी आर देयर, मतलब नेशनल पार्क्स पूछेगा तो कितना है, ओके, और कौन सा स्टेट में है, विच इज द हाईएस्ट, ये सब कुछ हमने कवर कर दिया. ओके, अलॉन्ग विद दैट विच इज द वाटर बॉडी, वो भी कवर कर दिया. विच इज द इंपॉर्टेंट स्पीशीज, दैट इज ऑल्सो कवर्ड. ओके, so these are the important ones. Okay, so this document I'll ask them to put it on the what is it, YouTube. You can download from there. Okay, chalo, I hope some value addition was there. Okay, so you got everything. Biosphere reserves also we have done in detail. Okay, so all the very best, do well. Okay, I'll try to add little more content through the YouTube sessions. Okay, so do well and all the very best. Okay, thank you.